5-minute intro. I usually do a 15-minute intro, okay? All right. How's everybody doing today? Jesus, I sound super weird right now. These are the first words that I've said out loud all day long. Why can't this all just be a fever dream? Welcome to the internet, where nothing is real and everything is real. All right, it's all a fever dream and it's all real life. All right, let's see here. So yes, everything is real. All right, we have 4 people watching on YouTube, but 0 likes on the stream. Like the stream. I'm just getting some stuff set up on my end here. We're going to be listening to Mr. Dan, also known as Daniel Saltman, talk about his point of view on everything. I haven't seen anything except for one 30-second clip from it, so I have no idea what all he goes into. I just know that based off of everything that I've seen, he has a pretty hard stance against Destiny, but he is not selling him out. All right? This man is ride or die. And he is choosing to die. No, but let me see here. Let's hit this. I think we're good. All right, we'll do that. Sources. Why wouldn't it let me? There we go. That's what I want. Why wouldn't it let me? What the? It'll let me make it smaller, but it won't let me. Oh, now it won't even let me change it at all. Oh, I know why it is. That's why. Alrighty. Let's do that. Get this. And where the f is that music coming from? We're good. All right. So we're going to see what Dan's response is here. Just for a quick recap, okay? This is like the bare bones of what is going on in DGG right now. And let me say something. I'm actually, I was really impressed, okay, at the very beginning of all of this with DGG's response. It was all negative. All negative. I didn't see a single thing defending him except for like 1 or 2 really cringy, like, he's too important. Donald Trump is literally the president of the United States, and this man right here is too important for the left. Blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah, that's ultra cringe. Don't do this, guys. All right? If you're part of DGG, don't do this shit. But for the most part, at the beginning, it was overwhelmingly negative towards Destiny. I will say this. The wagons, they be circling, all right? We've got the wagons circling. We've got the counter narratives starting to creep their way into the discourse. It's very disappointing. Yeah. Let's see here. Anything else that I need to go over? Oh yeah, but yeah, here's like the brief overview, and you have to forgive me for being a little scatterbrained. ADD just woke up. All right. Here's the brief overview. Destiny has been recording people while having sex. Some of these things are consensual. Some are allegedly non-consensual. And then he shares them with random Discord kittens so that he can get them to send him videos. So, yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. In my opinion, I don't know if it could get too much worse. I thought at first it was going to be like mostly, I thought that he was going to be able to respond in a good way. But if we go to X and we go to Nicholas Diorio, because I know that he has the screen caps, the Russell logs. Let's see here, media. There we are. So here, actually, you know what? I'll make this. Let me see here. Fit to screen. So after everything, I'll just read them off. There's a couple of things in here that are just not good, right? I've never done anything, quote, maliciously, or as any of the insane Lav Mr. Rapist Jew Stalker allegations say. That's my only crime is being too much of a gooner in 2023 and earlier, 100% sure. No, that is one of his crimes. Let's be clear. This needs to be clockwork oranged into never getting past a quarter chub ever again. All right? Every single time he has a sexual thought, he should have a physiological, just like uncontrollable gagging every time he has a single sexual thought. Because every single bad thing that he has done to another person, every single bad thing that has ever happened in his life, every single ruined relationship that we know about in public has come about because of what? His gooning. All right. I got into a fight in my Discord the other day saying, with, I guess it doesn't matter who it was with, but, they were accusing me of sweeping for Destiny by saying that he's a sex addict, right? I think that this is a sex addict, and I think that he should be committed to the psych ward where he is put into a straitjacket so that he can't goon. Is this a defense of Destiny? No, absolutely not. I hold the same position as all the people who are like his biggest Andy fans on this. Actually, maybe not like quite that far, but you know, I have a pretty strong stance against this. Just because someone is an addict, okay? Yes, literal horny jail. He should literally be sent to horny jail, meaning that he should literally go to jail for this, probably. No, I say go to jail. I literally do not know. Fit the screen. But people are talking about going to jail about this. There's a police report that's been filed allegedly, so. But yeah, no, this isn't a defense of Destiny for, like, in my opinion. I do see, now that I see other people, like, starting, I keep on clicking it, and I need to just leave it alone. Fit the screen. Lock. Okay. I do see people using the, oh, he's a sex addict, he needs to go to rehab as a way to sweep for him. Let me be ultra clear. This is morally reprehensible. This has agency. Just because he is a sex addict, in my opinion, I'm not a doctor, but just because he is, in my opinion, a sex addict, does not mean that he is absolved of literally anything at all. Just like a gambling addict who ruins his life and, loses his family, and they puts his family into like major debt. He doesn't get literally any pass from me just because he's a gambling addict. Okay. A sex addict who breaks consent, a sex addict who ruins all of his real life relationships, both friendly, platonic, and, romantic, doesn't get a pass just because he's a sex addict. And I think that it's in these, right here. Like I said, if I need quote unquote sex therapy, then so do like 100 other streamers. Can someone please show me 100 other like large streamers who have been in this much trouble this consistently because of their inability to stop having sex with random people, with all of their close friends and confidants? Now, that it might be true. I know that there's at least a couple, but 100 other streamers? I don't know. And this consistently, I don't know. This does need some sort of sex therapy. By sex therapy, I mean, this is what Destiny needs. This is what he needs. He needs something strong. Wick is such a worm. Oh, I forgot about Wick the worm. Wick the worm. What was the why is Wick a worm? But yeah, so I don't want anything that I say in the entirety of this stream going over the Dan video, going over anything. All right. Your debate with him? Oh, sorry. I'm still on this, all right? Because I don't have too much time to stream today. I'm going to try and, like, blast through this. But, yes, the fact that, like, a couple of days later I was able to go into Wick's chat and get him to just, like, see Kyle. Listen, and I love Wick, all right? I know a lot of people don't like Wick in this space. All right, he's on this one. All right, but I still like him. I don't want bad things to happen to him or anything like that. But this shit's he like the fact that I can get you to do a Sieg Heil on stream because you're so obstinate in your need to show that you're a centrist and that you're not like the other lefties. I don't know. Anyways, fun fact, they actually put that actor in that machine for the scene. No, I thought about that like while talking about this. Like it really looks like his eyelids are doing that. And I guess they did. Dude is the ADL spokesperson on Twitter, confirmed. True. But anyways, I don't want to get like too, I want to like hyper focus on this topic today because I I don't have too much time to stream. I want to make sure that I'm able to like hit a couple of things. And especially after my argument that I had in my Discord with, I don't know if it's appropriate to say who with. Y'all can go into my Discord. I don't care. But arguing with someone in my Discord, there's unequivocally, all right, and I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. This like needs like severe consequences. This guy is morally Panda Man? No, he's banned from my Discord. He threatened to take down my channel. Quit distracting me, okay? Destiny is highly immoral. Obviously has some sort of pathology. I just can't imagine there not being some pathology to such consistently self-destructive and like predatory actions that harm other people, you know? Sweeping is over. I mean, like, I wasn't sweeping for Destiny the other day. I was waiting to see what his response was. But like I was saying, his responses in his DGG chat, and his, I don't know if anybody saw the, here. Oops. No, not, why doesn't it show me like the X symbol? Why is this dog shit website so dog shit? Okay, omni-liberal. Like this post right here, I'm sorry. Me getting ready for my return stream. I'm sorry. It's just not acceptable. Is it a little bit funny? Yeah, it's a little bit funny. Is it funny in a way that you should be doing it on, like, you're not Dr. Disrespect. All right? You've built your career around saying no one, look, all these guys talking about consent and then like they don't know what they're talking about. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to consent. You will never see allegations like this come out about me. And then allegations like this have come out about him with evidence, with lots of evidence. And his response is, I'm going to just like post through it like Dr. Disrespect. Giant RIP to the Omniliberal Studios project. Yeah, I know. And that's what's like extra disappointing as someone that was a Destiny supporter, right? But I want to be like ultra clear, okay? Hey, King Solomon, the libtard, just rated the channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We're going over the Dan Saltman anything else response to all of everything that's been going on. Thank you for the for getting people to raid me, Ice Beans. I appreciate it. But yeah, just really quick while I am getting all of, you know, while I'm going through this, if there's anything that you guys have that is you know, relevant or something that you guys would like me to go through, post it in chat, you know? Support Pixie should go without saying. Yes, obviously we should be supporting Pixie. Obviously we should be supporting Cherry. The stuff with the biggest contention that I'm seeing right now is that the stuff with Pixie is absolutely proven and the stuff with Cherry is only half proven. Like only a couple of people have verified that. So I I would trust the things that the people are saying. Like I think that I would trust Cherry and I trust J-Stock to not just immediately lie about everything, you know? I don't want to support Cherry. Sorry. You have to. No, but the yeah. So I think that any sweeping, if you're like a DGGer or a now ex DGGer or whatever the if you see people, I support the legal process. Well, I mean, like, sure, like we can let the legal process play out, but like looking at the logs, like we know at least that the Lauren's response, which Lauren? You're so stupid. So stupid. But yeah, like we can like wait to see if you want to, okay? You can wait to see if you want to, but I'm like very, very confident that I don't know about like the legal statutes in terms of everything that happened with Pixie. It did happen. Destiny sent compromat of Pixie to a random e-girl so that he could goon with her over Discord, okay? He doesn't deny this, all right? And, again, like, you can support the legal process and all that shit. Once again, Destiny's response is what, like, sent me over the edge for, you know, being upsetty spaghetti at him, all right? I think that at this point, it's pretty hard to support him in any way, shape, or form. And let me pull up those screen caps again. There we are. Would you add me as an editor on 7TV? I don't know what that means. I'll DM you. All right, DM me. I'm going to turn on the ceiling fan really quick, and then we'll read these logs. Oh, yeah. Send me the link to that, because I forgot how to do that. Ceiling fan in 2025? Oh, I'm sorry. Did we invent some other kind of fan that blows air from the ceiling without having it attached to the ceiling, Dr. DeBan? Thank you. AC. I don't need it to be colder in the room. I just need airflow. Jesus Christ. All right. Let me see here. It's called a window? Okay. It is like 20 degrees outside. I just want the airflow. You know what? I'm actually going to start banning people for, like, if you're going to make fun of me for having a ceiling fan, I'm not going to put up with it, okay? All right. So, yeah, so Destiny's responses in DGG and on Twitter have been, like, extremely disappointing. There was a way that I think that Destiny could have come off as looking okay in this situation. And the only way that I think that he would have been able to do that is to, like, have a lot of contrition. He probably should have paid out Pixie in the beginning, okay? Probably should have paid out Pixie, whether it went to a what do you call it? A charity, or whether it went directly to Pixie. I don't really care. But like, he probably should have done that. He should have had a lot of contrition. Even if part of the payout was like admitting fault publicly, he should have done that. It would have made him look really good. Like, while it would have hurt his credibility in some ways, it would have hurt his credibility a lot less than to, you know, go full obstinate. These people are just in it for money, despite all the evidence to the contrary. So he says, I've never done anything maliciously or as any of the insane lab Mr. Rapist Jew stalker allegations say. That's my only crime is being too much of a gooner in 2023 and earlier. 100% sure. Nope, that's not your only crime. Your other crime is not only were you too much of a gooner, you shared videos of your friends, okay? your friends that came over to your house on a like seemingly regular basis this past year. You sent videos of those people sucking your having sex with you to a random person that they have never heard of without their consent. I would say that's one of your crimes. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm too much of a gooner. It is, oh, I'm literally violating their consent in a pretty major way, especially since, you know, these aren't random streamer people who play video games, you know, on stream. These aren't people who like, you know, do hot tub streams and like, oh no, now someone has a video of me. These are people who have like dreams and aspirations to do something like larger with their life, you know? Right? Like Pisco is a lawyer, right? Like these are people that are around you. Pixie is, oh, I think she's either about to be a lawyer or is a lawyer, right? People who want to do something with their life, and you're going to leak videos of them having sex. I don't care if it was 2 years ago. All right. Did you have any reason to? Could you not have gone to what's it called? I don't know, like X videos or Pornhub or Xhamster, RedTube. I can think of like 50 porn sites off the top of my head. There's like 5 billion of them on the internet. But unfortunately, it was a better gooning experience to send videos of your friends sucking your to a random person on the internet. Sorry, that right there, that is a crime of yours, not just being too much of a gooner. My only crime was being too much of a gooner in 2023 and earlier, 100% sure. Though again, I can't say anything specifically because everyone wants to come at me in court now, I guess. You were given ample opportunity to settle this outside of court. You were given ample opportunity to deal with this out of court. And you didn't. You could have sent... Disney's in Florida, so Pornhub is banned. Oh, that's why he did it. Oh, damn it. You know what? This is what happens when you ban porn sites. Women get victimized in other ways. Okay, let's keep going. There is a huge revenge porn angle for sure, but that's from the guy who dumped everything publicly. Anyone saying anything different is actually... I don't know, like revenge porn, the whole revenge porn angle, I don't know. I've heard people make good arguments on both sides of that. But does that absolve you? Okay. Blah, blah, blah. He's talking about August. This is one thing right here that I especially don't like. Pixie and the people behind her just want money. There's literally logs of Pixie saying, this money doesn't even have to come to me. There are screenshots of Pixie saying, this money doesn't have to come to me. He can donate it to a charity. But the reason that she was, and I 100% agree with Pixie on this, okay? Because if no one in his life is going to, if no one in his life is going to commit this into the psych ward where he can't goon, where he can't, right, where they can't shove a pill down his throat to kill his sex drive so he stops victimizing other people. If no one in his life cares about him enough to do that, then it's time for someone to give him monetary pain so that he feels sick to his stomach every time he gets a boner. Like, oh man, I might lose another $1 million. Damn, I might lose another $1 million because I got a boner. Ugh, I need to stop. I no longer find this sexy. That was what Pixie's whole thing was. He needs to feel some sort of punishment that is actually like substantial enough to where he won't ever do this again. And I 100% agree with that. Pixie was not just in it for money. Y'all were talking through an intermediary for how long before she went the legal route. You could have dealt with this in a way that wouldn't have been nigh on career ending for you or severely damaging to you, where all of your friends say, I can't associate with this anymore. You could have dealt with that, but you didn't. And I don't know if this is because he doesn't think that he did anything wrong, or if he thinks that he can just get the away with every single bad thing. Because, I mean, up to this point, he has, right? There's, like, if you look at the way that he talks about other people, you know, violating consent, versus how he's, like, the king of consent, like, I guess he did think that he could get away with, like, literally anything, like, light Yagami. But this is his comeuppance, just like it's just like Death Note, guys. It's just like Death Note. Okay. And I'm gonna give Ice Beans perms in the emote thing after I finished reading these, okay? Maybe Vosh, Destiny, and Mr. Girl can rebuild with the cum bridge. I don't want to think about a bridge made of cum. DGG feeling like Obi-Wan at the end. Yes, you are the chosen one. You are the chosen one. Why, Destiny? Yeah. But yeah, just like I had a lot of condemnation for President Sunday with him leaking this against the wishes of Pixie, when like he essentially forced her to go public with a lawsuit before she was ready for it, right? Because he came out with this video. I think that was, and in so doing, like in the middle of that video, he also accuses Pixie of extorting Destiny for money and selling out other victims. You should watch his conversation with Aiko last night. If we have time to, I will. But again, I don't have a long time to stream today. In his mind, he was trying to help Pixie. I'm sorry. Press X to doubt. Now, there might be a situation. Maybe there's some universe in which that is the case. Okay, but I would have to see what his thought process is on that. Yeah, and he claims no one else cared about her. I don't think that that's true. I think that it does seem like Dan and Erudite were trying to, you know, help her out. At least so far, like I only skimmed the Erudite messages. We read them on stream, right? But it seems like Dan was like, yeah, you should sue this. But we're going to see what his response is here in just a second. All right, we have the vid. If you watch Aiko, I will try to get your channel removed. Chill the out, okay? I went hard on him, but he's a coward. Okay, well, yeah. Anyway, the reason I completely lost my train of thought. Thanks, assholes. We were talking about President Sunday for some reason. Oh, hey, how's it going, Kid Not Kin? Let me give him a VIP. There you go. When gangbang and 22 gallons of cum stored in your ass starts, why? Why? Sunday saying no one cares about him. Then Pixie said if it was one person, it wasn't Erudite. Yeah. This is just my read. All right. I could reread the logs or see additional logs. I think I've seen one stretch of DMs from Erudite and Pixie. Okay. It seems like in that one stretch of text messages that I saw from Erudite to Pixie, she was just like being an intermediary. It didn't sound like she was being too bad. And it seems like Pixie was appreciative of it. So I'm not going to go like too hard on Erudite because I don't know what she did that was actually that bad, you know? People have a lot of hate for Straighter Aid, but I haven't seen any of the Straighter Aid logs yet. So okay. So let's keep reading these and then we're going to Aiko is just an idiot. I can't remember if Aiko hates me. It's been so long since I've interacted with Aiko. I feel like we had one really, really heated debate like 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. And I was like really confused why she was being super aggro to me. So I don't know if she hates me or not. I don't hate her, although I will say it is just from my personal sensibilities, it is really hard to watch her because she is giga stoned every stream, and there's a lot of dead air. She is so stoned, it makes it hard for me to watch. So, yeah, he was asked a bunch of times why he didn't reach out to Pixie. He said he didn't think it would help. So I asked him, why did you release the video then? He said, because I thought it would help. I was trying to help. I just don't know. I used to hate you on principle. I think I told you that. I don't think that you did tell me that you hated me on principle, but that's funny as I love that actually. All right. But yeah, like, just like, I don't want to, like, because this isn't about President's Sunday. But just like I don't like, even if Destiny, I say even if Destiny did something really like unbelievably horrible, all right? And then on top of that, not only did he do something horrible, he then, like, after all of this, number one, he didn't settle it, you know, in a way that, you know, that didn't involve court. That's on him, sorry. So he didn't settle it outside of court. Now that it's in court and in the public eye, he's like saying shit like she's only in it for the money and I've never done anything malicious, and he's like downplaying what he's done. I thought his initial statement was just a lot of like legal speak, but this is dog shit. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is just, oh yeah, that's right, Ice Beans, you did tell me that you were a Demon Mama fan. But yeah, no, like this right here was like the cap on everything for me to say, okay, I don't think he's going to come back. I don't think he's going to have a good response to this. I was giving him some grace. with the Reddit post, because it sounded like he put that through a lawyer and the lawyer said that was okay to put out, right? This is him unfiltered by a lawyer, and he's accusing Pixie of just being in it for the money. I don't think that that's good. He's downplaying what his role in these nudes leaking was. That's like absolutely not okay. Him denying, right? Where is the, oh, it's not in this, yeah, bro, if I go on to this, if I need to go on the sex offender list, I'm taking like 20 other streamers with me, okay? Go for it. Go for it. Please, if there's other people doing things that you see as worse than what you're doing, we all want to know, Destiny. We all want to know, all right? If you have the suicide vest strapped to your chest, all right, you're like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take all these other with me. Do it. Do it. Do it. But yeah, no, that's dog shit behavior. Pretending like he doesn't have a problem, right? Sex therapy, lol w, guys, lol w. Like I said, if I need sex therapy, then so do 100 other streamers. The reality is, ever since I've started my VYVANSE, my desire for any of these types of interactions has fallen off a cliff. That's why all this shit is pre-2024. One of the things, and this is what irritates the out of me, with like that comment right there is now one of the, you know, the firing pins, you know, or I'm sorry, not the firing pin, that's inside the gun. This is like the ammunition that all the people circling the wagons are using. Okay, one thing that I appreciated from Destiny is the way he talked about ADHD. All right, I have ADHD. I've had ADHD my entire life, like cripplingly so. I haven't had my medicine in 2 months, and I'm it's rough, okay? And I really appreciated the way that he talked about ADHD. Like, we still have agency, even though like things are a little bit like more difficult. You still have agency. You can't like blame everything on your lack of medicine and shit like that. Now he's gonna say, "Oh man, I was just like so distracted before. I forgot. I was distracted from remembering the rules of consent. I was distracted, dude. What can I say?" Listen, I've been off my meds for 2 months, okay? It's all out of my system. I have not had one single thought to commit a sex crime. Believe it or not, guys, my actually like highest dose of any medication that they will prescribe, I've gone through like 6 of them at this point, okay? Like over the course of my life since I was 7, I've been on like 6 different medications, and at no point in my 29 years of life have I thought to myself, you know what, I'm gonna commit a sex crime because I haven't had my VYVANSE or my Ritalin or my Concerta in 2 months. That's so sleep sexing. Oh shit, KF Logan in chat. If he knows of 20 other sex packs, why has he not already outed them? Why is he protecting them? Either 2 reasons. Either 1, there's not actually 20 others, and number 2, he doesn't have any evidence for it. Or they have some dirt on him. Which is actually entirely possible, since it seems like people are sending like, "Hey, Cherry, I think that this sent me like you moaning." Just like randomly. Like people just have I'm sorry, it's just I'm running out of words to say about it. It's actually unbelievable, okay? It's actually unbelievable. Maybe he's trying to pressure those 20 to not talk on stream about it. Like, I don't know about that. That seems a little... I don't think that there's anyone that would talk about this that isn't, because he's blackmailing them. Praying Hassan gets in all of this? Essentially, it'll just be a trade then? Wait, why would Hassan get in all of this? In what way? Hassan is walking around with his cock out, doing 50 victory laps. What are you talking about? How is Hassan going to get in this? Raise your hand if you think the number is actually 20. I mean, like, I don't know if, like, he's not going to suicide bomb, okay? Sansol, Kidnakin says you say too much. Thoughts? I do say too much. It's a filler word. I need to stop it, but I can't. All right. But, okay, sex therapy. Oh, he blames his VYVANSE. I don't care. People can describe things however they want, like we did in 2024. My only real area of interest is politics and stuff going forward. I've been out of the drama interpersonal game for a long time, and they can all do that. This is your actions. These are your actions. This isn't, oh, look, I'm going to cover someone else's drama because it's really funny. This is your actions. This isn't the drama streams. This isn't the drama interpersonal games. You sent videos of someone who, like, again, the thing that's like extra weird about it is it's someone that has been like coming over to his house. I'm pretty sure, didn't she say that she moved to Miami because of like the or am I thinking of someone else? Didn't she move to Miami because of the like business relationship that was like happening with Destiny, where he was like getting her onto other podcasts and she was able to like do stuff? Or am I like wrong about that? Like, she was coming over to the Anything Else studio on a regular basis. Like, she was going over to his house on a regular basis, and this is someone that he thought would be a good idea to share the nudes of to some random girl on the internet. It's just weird, dude. It's just, I can't imagine the thought process or the headspace. Okay, again, there's only one solution. Okay, there's only one solution. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Now, before we start this, Ice Beans has sent me some DMs. She wants me to do something with the emotes. Sign in. Continue with Twitch. That's me. Editors. Ice _ Beans. I'm just going to give you admin on everything. Oh, wait, hold on. That says billing. I don't know what that means. I'll fix it later. I'll make your multi-chat not suck. Yeah, shoot me a DM because I will forget. Okay? I will forget to ask you. Billing is paying for a service. Oh, shit. Thank you, Kid Not Kid. I didn't know that. That involves money? Oh, well then I should just give her the admin privileges on that so she can see all my bank account information if it's on that website. I don't know. All right. Let's see. Let me look at this real quick. We have 20 people watching on Twitch, and we have 8 people watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. There's only 4 likes on the stream. Like the stream. Blah, 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 blah. I am going to start this unless anybody says that there's something that we should cover first. If anyone has a link to drop in chat. You know all your YouTube viewers? You lost all? Or you knew all? I don't... I mean, I have a view count right here. I don't know what you mean. All right. No one has sent a link, so we're going to go ahead and watch the anything else thing. All right, let's see what Dan has to say about all of this.
Wow. Wait, hold on. All right, good. I had to use a really shitty...
Why is it so quiet? 1 second. Volume master.
Intro video that never made the cut because it's all that I have here on this shit on this shitty laptop. That's it. Yeah, you got a blue line, looks like garbage. It is what it is. Sorry. Yeah, I don't even know how to make this blue line go away. That's just, we're just gonna have to deal with it. That's it. So
Still.
you know what? I'm keeping the blue line. I don't give a shit. So anyways, how you guys all doing? Listen, I I've been staying a little bit busy here in Australia. Has anything happened? I've been gone for a few days. I left. There's a lot of stuff going on. I don't know. Everyone's been messaging me saying, "Hey, what's up with Steve? That's weird. Is like Steve something happening?" Because I thought we were pushing off the anything else episode until I got back. But maybe there's something that I like forgot about or something along those lines. I'm not entirely sure. So anyways, like I'm just kind of want to get back on the the same page of what's happening. Everything else. But yeah, everything else, nothing else. So all right. Well, I'm here. I watched some tennis yesterday. People take tennis very seriously. A little bit, maybe too seriously, I would say. A lot of Americans got drunk. I don't know. Apparently, it was a big deal. It wasn't my idea to go, but I know why you're all
Am I talking to Dan? No, I'm not talking to Dan.
here. We're gonna get into it.
Yeah, get into it.
What a disaster. What a shit show. But let me save you guys some time. Okay, for those of you who have something to do, because it might. What time is it in the U.S. right now? Hold on, let me see. Eastern
Oh my God!
time.
Shut the fuck up! Don't care.
This is first thing I would like to do is from a goddamn MacBook. YouTube.com. Oh, I probably need headphones for this, don't I?
Skip forward.
Wait, do you guys even hear anything? Does this capture? No, I think I have to go to here for you guys to get audio, huh? No, why are you not getting audio? Ah, jeez. My microphone should
Jesus Christ.
everything, the music or anything along those lines. All right, well, but do you guys still get sound if I go to this? No. Well,
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up.
basically, some stuff has come to light in the last few days.
Oh, is he playing copyrighted music so that if someone, so this would like copyright? I think that's intentional. So people can't cover it.
I'm trying to think about where to start in this situation. So basically, some stuff has come to light in the last few days.
Hold on, am I being conspiratorial by saying that he's playing copyrighted music because so that people can't cover it? Because I'm like trying to think of a way that I can reduce that sound on my end, but I don't think that there is a way. Probably just dumb and doesn't. Yeah, I might be being a little bit conspiratorial.
I mean, I guess it's been resurfaced more so than anything else. Like some people knew about this, but not like a ton of people. And
okay, if he always plays music on his solo stream, then I retract.
Basically what it is you have non-consensual sharing of nude content, I guess, with other people, and I disavow. Okay, first of all, not good. Not only not good, I think really in the scale of I'd put it well below murder. And trying to think if it'd be higher than armed robbery or not. I don't know. I'd have to think about exactly where it is. It's up. I'll put that much. And I've told Steve as much, that it's absolutely up. Sorry, I told him that it's up. So, god damn it, I think I already this meme I was gonna do. But anyways, it's up. But I think it's important to I don't know. I guess like give people why.
All right. Are we back? Okay, we're back. Okay.
Robbery or not? I don't know. I'd have to think about
okay.
that. And I don't want to hear this now. Let me take a step back. Where the f was I? Sorry, a little bit ADHD. I can't stream. I'm old. All right. Start from the beginning.
Turn the music down. Jesus Christ.
Where we have non-consensual sharing of nudes. I music then. Okay, Jesus Christ, I hate you guys. Non-consensual sharing of nudes, I completely disavow it. But this person has, I believe, at this point, shown some level of remorse. I don't know if we've gotten a statement about it. Like I know there's a thread going over it here, but I'm not sure of the full details of what this is. Like as far as I know, it was something along the lines of him bringing up his phone, showing them to a reporter or something. And I'm not sure why he would be doing this, because I think in general, like if you're having nudes sent to you by someone, I think it's up to show it to like someone else. But it seems like it's really cavalier, and I don't understand why it also this whole thing seems to have been like swept under the rug. But I do believe in like giving people kind of a second chance in life. Personally, I think it's up. I would not do this ever. And I think like doing this is a complete violation of someone's fucking trust. So when I hear that someone has gone out and do this, I message them privately. I say, this is up, but you know what? We played D&D together. You really are doing a great job of hanging out with terrorists, everything else. So I'm going to give you a second shot. I'm not going to disavow you. I'm not going to cancel any of my stuff with you whatsoever. But, you need to change. And trust me, he knows he up, a lot. So, like, that's really all that it is that I can say. So I'm hoping in general that we can see some real change. And yeah, that's it. That's my fit.
Personally, I wouldn't think 3 times about doing this. I can't imagine. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, there's a video of this too. It's pretty funny. Where the fuck is it? It's pretty. There's a video of Hassan showing nudes to someone else. It's kind of funny. But anyways, look, in general, what you guys all want to know, very simply, obviously, I don't think Destiny would want this either. But
oh no shit! Destiny doesn't want this. Come the fuck on. I mean, is Dan sweeping or does he have a spine? This is going into watching this. This is what I'll say. All right. I expect Dan is probably going to criticize Destiny, but still say like he's my friend, and like I'm not going to not interact with him ever again because of this, something along those lines. So depending on how harsh his statements are in this is when I will say he's sweeping or not. Okay. This is not standard best friend response. No, let's see what he's going to say now that he's got the meme out of the way.
Destiny knows he fucked up, big time. And he let himself get the better of himself in a way that was really disgusting for other people, like the violation of trust for other people. But he knows he fucked up. He's acknowledged it, and he's gonna get the consequences of whatever the fuck it is moving forward. That's it, right? Like whatever happens. Like I don't feel bad for Steve of what happens to Steve.
Oh wait, Destiny's in chat right now. Wait, Destiny says, also, just a heads up, Juice Stalker gets a ton of money per viewer on his Kick channel. So when you watch on that channel, you are enriching him greatly. God damn, dude. Oh man. Oh no, he might be in panic mode. He's not happy about this. Oh no, he's coping, dude. Oh, it's so over, dude. Holy shit. This is while Dan is saying, like, again, this is, listen to what he said like just a second before.
People, like the violation of trust for other people. But like he knows he's up, he's acknowledged it, and he's gonna get the consequences of whatever it is moving forward. That's it, right? Like whatever happens, like I don't feel bad for Steve with what happens to Steve. I feel bad for the people that were harmed as a result of his actions. So that's that. But as far as like, am I gonna go right off into the sunset and not do shows with him and not talk to anyone else? No, that's not the case, because that's not the type of person I am. You know, he's told me, you know, we've had a conversation kind of in private about this, and you know, I think that he's sincere with how he is acting on that basis moving forward, as well as how he's trying to handle the situation, which is going to be balanced. You know, it's going to be a difficult thing. Like, here's the thing. I think a lot of people, like dipshit Mr. Girl, expects him to come out here when he's getting sued and just be like, I did it, yes, and I wanted to do it, and here's the evidence I did it and everything else. And you get sued. It's
well, this is my thing. Like, I 1000% agreed with that statement on the first night of the allegations when Destiny dropped that response in Reddit. Okay. Like, hey, you know what? Just got litigated. All right. He's currently probably being advised by a lawyer on what to say in this message right here. I understand him not admitting fault in that. But since then, ever since then, every single thing that has come out from Destiny in his DGG chat on Twitter has been cope. It has been the worst possible response that you could possibly imagine, right? For someone that was a viewer of Destiny to give him grace and say, hold on, let's see what his response is, everyone. I understand, but like, he has a lawsuit against him. Let's not go too crazy. The next day he's saying, Pixie's just in it for money. My biggest crime was wanting to come. You know, I know at least 20 other streamers that have done worse things. And if I'm going to go down, I'm taking them with me. I'm going to press the suicide vest and I'm going to take you all with me. Like, I'm sorry. The response is dog shit. The response has completely diminished almost to nothing my respect for the guy outside of, you know, he's obviously smart. I obviously agree with his politics, but any respect for him as like a person, like with these kinds of responses, I don't know how it could be won back. All right. Obviously he's not trying to win me back. He just has to maintain the people that will literally never criticize him. But this is ridiculous. Okay. Also, it's Saturday. I ate half an edible. All right. So there might be some scatterbrained things. Only half, though. So we're like chilling. I think what people want is for him not to say watching Juice Stalker on Kick makes him money. And if I have to go on a registry, so do 20 other streamers. Yeah, that's literally, that's my baseline. All right. That's the floor. All right. Destiny's response at the beginning was at the floor, and I couldn't expect much more of him because I thought it was because of a lawyer like holding him back for what his statement was going to be. Everything since then has just been so. And then the Dr. Disrespect, dude. The disrespect tweet. Do I still have that up? No, I don't. That's something. Oh shit! I was supposed to watch this before starting the Dan thing. I forgot about that. Oh no, I can't even watch it because I'm.
It's okay. We have to stop.
No. Okay, I saw the caption said a slur, and I didn't know that until after I had clicked play. Oh shit, that was close, guys. That was real close. All right. Destiny win. Oh no! Imagine Destiny. The music major comes out with a saxophone. It tries to like apologize while playing Kenny G. Oh shit!
Right?
I forgot about this shit, dude. Me. No more. No, I don't want it to get stuck in my head.
a little bit different. It's not like you're fighting someone with like an arcadum or sorry, you're not like doing an arcadum situation where there's no like real consequences besides social shit. Like this affects a lot of stuff here, and I don't fault him for his response he had to do. It is what it is. Everyone kind of I think knows what happened, but that's that. That said, I'll say to my fellow orbiters or coworkers, as Max Mr. Girl, the guy who literally had his girlfriend crying on screen, the one who basically said he literally raped someone with his wife or something along those lines. What is that? Like, you know, he kept.
Hey, I will say this. There is no amount of like vindication. I know it sounds salty to say, all right. There is no amount of vindication that gives Mr. Girl the W on his original takes around Destiny. I'm just gonna come out and say that maybe it's not the right time to rain on Mr. Girl's little victory laps that he's doing. Nope, sorry. Still does not vindicate him for what he was saying at the beginning. Okay. He fumbled that one? Yeah, no. I feel like I tried to read a couple of pages of the Destiny report, and it was mostly just like the transcripts from publicly available streams that were on Destiny's channel. Like, okay, I please stop the butt plug thing. Please stop it, okay? Okay.
When they said no, is that what it is? So I'm not really gonna put too much stock in what that guy does or anyone who's aligned with that guy. But that said, anyone.
Wait, did Chud read the whole thing? Why? I didn't think anyone read the whole thing except for that Smeth guy. And like, Smeth is like, sorry, never talked to the guy, but Smith seems like a kind of a freak, and it seems like you would need to be some kind of freak to read the entire Mr. Girl report.
Who, if you're one of my coworkers out there and you're making your little bit of a strong statement about how much you condemn Destiny and everything else, you better not let me fucking find you doing something else and signing some other bullshit off for someone else or you know, being weak. Because if that's gonna be the case, either be all the way in or all the way out. Okay, that's all I'm gonna tell you. All these half in the door. There's too much of a pussy to do anything else. Like, I get it, fine. If you're a content creator, you rely on this for your life, then fine, then off. Then say that Destiny's a rapist pervert, all that type of shit, and go away forever. And that's what you should do, and off permanently. But if you think that you're going to say a strong statement, say that you're not with him right now, and come back in 2 months, you is what I have to say. You're worse than anyone. You're definitely worse than me. At least I'm honest about the situation. I've known the dude for 15 years. I can say that what he did was up. He knows what he did was up. He knows that he has to change, and he knows he's going to have consequences for it. But for you, you're just a weasel. All these that did this whole shit, all the way in, all the way out. Any of these try to come back in after they've done their little strong weasel statement, doing it, that noise, okay? Don't let them come back in feeling like they're, you know, all this bullshit. I don't give a shit if it's supposed to be like, oh, well, you know, what were they supposed to do in this situation?
I need to refresh. I need to refresh what? For emotes? Where do I refresh? I have like 5,000 tabs.
How about, you know, I don't know, being a person and understanding that like bad people do bad shit. You know what I would do if my kid killed someone? I would be like, I got you. Don't worry. I'm gonna help you best I can, and we're not going to the cops. And we're not saying shit. If they come here, I'm gonna get you the best lawyer, and you were with me the whole time. I will do that every day of the week for my kid. Okay? That's just the way it is. And for any of you guys to say that you wouldn't do that for your
but like this isn't your kid. You know, like I understand that. Like, yeah, I don't think that anyone like disagrees with that people will do that shit for their kids, but Destiny ain't your kid. Now, and let me also be clear, I don't even blame the guy for like sticking by Destiny. Like they have known each other for 15 years, okay? Maybe you needed to make tab folders but like if you know someone, that's why like it's harder to in my opinion, it's harder to like shit on Erudite and Dan trying to think if there's anyone else that would be like that close to the situation, right? Mr. Mooten, although I think that Mr. Mooten's dead. I think that the police have been looking for him for like 3 years and they still haven't found a body. So like I just assumed that the guy's dead. But for Dan and Erudite, like they're in a tough position, right? Like for Erudite, I would say the fact that her livelihood, she completely uprooted her entire life, moved to Miami to, you know, start a business with Steven, and her citizenship is tied to this business that she started with Steven, and now this is sending out nudie pics of all of his past sexual conquests to people, is possibly
the worst possible situation for Erudite to be in her, like the worst situation she's ever been in her entire life at no fault of her own. Okay. So I can give a lot of grace to whatever's going on with her. All right. Dan, dude's known her. Okay. Dan's known the dude for, as he just said, 15 years. Okay. Like, they're now ride or die. All right. Understand. I'm not going to like hold him to some standard where he's like, you have to cut off Destiny and we'll think about your daughters and blah, 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 you know? So she's not what? Oh, is professionally. I don't follow the trajectory of Erudite's life, to be honest. Again, I don't dislike Erudite and I don't like Erudite. I just, I'm very neutral. I'm very neutral towards Erudite. I know that a lot of people hate her. Actually, I don't know if I know any like hardcore Erudite fans, like literally at all. Brittany Simon and Not So Erudite are his therapy team. Again, I think like, and I'm saying this like actually, I legitimately think that this has some sort of like pathological like sex addiction. This is a problem, all right, that is in his life. That doesn't diminish literally any of his culpability in it, okay? I just can't imagine someone up so many times, up so many relationships, hurting so many people in their personal lives with like, and the only common thread in all of it is his sexual proclivities, okay? The fact that it so consistently up his life and everyone's life around him, there has to be some kind of pathology, just like a gambling addict that ruins his family's life and puts them into 5 layers of bankruptcy because he can't stop gambling, right? Or an alcoholic that like comes home and beats his wife. Like, just because they have an addiction does not remove any culpability from their actions. They still have agency, right? Destiny has cum, brain, your honor. There's cum all over his brain. People have hate boners for Erudite. It's unhinged. I mean, like, this is what I'll say, all right? I'm high, so I feel like I'm being, like, extra rude. Maybe, hopefully this isn't, like, super rude. No, actually, it is rude, all right? I just don't know why I'm scared to be rude while high, all right? But she's done some really weird things, okay, on stream. There was like the weird doggy woof thing that I still have not gotten the context for. There's the weird like coming in and being ultra aggro to Loner Box that one time where it felt like she was being defensive. Yeah. The weird Loner Box like argument that she had on stream before they went to Israel, that was like a really weird thing. So like, take that as you will. Addicts can take steps to get help with their vices. Yeah, but when you see Destiny logs like these, right? And I know that this is small on the screen, but he says, quote unquote, sex therapy, lol W. Like I said, if I need sex therapy, then so do like 100 other streamers. Like, he doesn't recognize a problem whatsoever with the fact that he doesn't recognize the problem, the consistent problem that he creates for himself and for others in his life. The only common thread is the sex, okay? I'm sorry. From an outsider's perspective, okay? From an outsider's perspective into this guy's life, who is very unbelievably public with every aspect of his life, all right? Like, it's a surprise that he's upset that people leaked his pic. He's so open with every aspect of his life, okay? I think he's acting tough knowing... No, I'm sorry. Don't act tough. You did wrong. Don't imply in the screen cap that Pixie is just in it for the money when she was offering you an out saying, like, he can donate it to a charity, all right? But he needs to have consequences for his actions, or he won't stop. And he obviously doesn't think that he needs to stop. There's nothing wrong here, guys. I took my VYVANSE. Now I can concentrate on not needing to come. He's mad because your level of contention is your wrong drool and not some kind of... Oh, I'm not... Oh, you guys are fighting about something else. Put Destiny on estrogen? Well, what a weird fantasy you have there, my friend. All right. The problem is she should have not touched this with a 10-foot pole and lets it to poor... Okay, I know that okay. Left it to proper mental health and legal authorities? Are you talking about Erudite? Nathan Stocks in shambles. I find it very strange that people keep on bringing up Destiny's child during all of this. I think that we should not mention his child at all. It's weird. Yes. Okay. So you said she said not touch this with a 10-foot pole. Well, so this is my assumption. Okay. All of these people behind the scenes are friends. Okay. This shit happens, and Erudite and Pixie probably already text. Okay. I just assume that it like was a natural like it just like kind of like naturally happened. I don't think that Erudite reached out saying, "Hey, I want to be an intermediary between you and the guy who leaked your nudes," right? It probably just kind of happened in an organic way that, okay, you're near him and I'm not going to talk to him. So can you tell him this? That's what I assume, right? Like, I don't think that she was thinking about touching it with a 10-foot pole. I don't think that she was like inserting herself into the situation, right? I wonder if this is why Melina left him. Yeah, people have been talking about Melina a whole bunch, but just because I have a like real life that I have to take care of real life shit, I haven't dug into the Melina aspect at all.
Your kid, if you have one, you're just full of shit. That's how it works, okay? The people that we know in our life for a long time, we stand by for the most part. Unless, of course, not in the case of... You send them straight to jail immediately. No lawyer, no defense team, nothing, instantly. You're not allowed to have it. In fact, if you're accused of... we just assume you're guilty, and you don't get to make a statement. They just send you there. That is the most heinous of all the crimes. And yeah, so in that case, I would instantly sell all of my children down the river immediately. But murder is okay.
That's very weird because, man, Dan was kind of going through it the other day I think it was yesterday, in Spicy Chat. I don't know. I don't know if he's okay, but I don't know if he's okay. I do not remember the context. I do not remember the context. The most heinous of all crimes. The most heinous of all crimes, guys.
Murder, I'll protect them for sure. So, yeah, that's basically my shit. I'm like, for any, by the way, for any orbiter, I think that made a statement saying that they're done with Destiny, that's fine. I don't, like, a lot of them, I don't dislike pretty much any of them. I mean, there's some I'm not a fan of, but I'll say that, like, in general, I don't have a problem with any of them. And some of them, they're not okay with what happened to a point. They want to break the bridge, right, if you will. If you want to break the bridge, like, I'll give you an example of someone. Like, I know a lot of you hate JStock, as an example. I don't mind JStock, okay? I used to hang out on a stream, only because Destiny is such a asshole later. In the last, like, 6 months, whenever this cocksucker is streaming, God forbid, I show up in the channel, in his Discord channel, be like, "Hey, dude, what's happening?" You know the reaction that I get when I come in there? "Yeah, what's up? What do you want?" It's, hey, you, I don't fucking want anything. I just want to hang out. How about you just shut the up, be happy that I'm here. Nobody wants to watch you read Wikipedia for 14 days. At least now maybe that shit's fucking gone. Maybe he can embrace Nebraska Steve or something once again. So I can't do that. I can't hang out in there because he's just trying to get rid of me instantly. So all I have to do now, I look for streams where I can just hang out and chill. And that was, now it's JStock was the anti-fan, right? So now that was the only place I could go. Now I can't go there. So now I need something like, and God help me, I ain't going to hang out with Darius after stream. Or Wes, that'll be the end of me trying to do that shit. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what to say on on that shit. It's Destiny needs to do better across the board on not being a cunt when I join into the Discord, okay? And that's why there's nobody left except for me and Darius, the clout demon goblin, and Wes, the guy who would say anything, okay? That's why. It's because you're a bad friend, Steve. If you're out there watching it, you're a bad friend. I'm a way better friend than you are, and you need to change to not be an asshole, okay? Like, think about this internally, Steven. You have, you know what? Just saying. I'm just saying, okay? Anyways, yeah. That's it. Look, I got a lot of problems with Steve, and he's going to pay the iron price, as they say in Game of Thrones. right? The iron price, or maybe he won't. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen. The whole situation is very strange. As I said, look, I know Pixie was harmed, but I also know, like, I'm trying to think where I want to put this. Like, well, like multiple women or whatever are in this situation allegedly. I don't have any more information than the rest of you guys do on what's true or what's not true on all this, besides what everyone said. I do know that there's not enough bullshit that's gotten thrown towards some of the people that over Pixie on this front. Okay, that much I know. I know that, like, President Sunday, and I know that maybe Straight Raid as well. I know that these people completely sabotaged Pixie for views and clout. Like, how? Here's the thing with these people. Why should we ever give a what these people say in the future, like about when they claim to care about anyone ever, or they act on some high grounds? Like, I can't believe that this person has done this or this person has done that. You had an actual victim, someone who didn't do anything wrong in this circumstance, and you just threw him under the bus for views. Like, yourself, okay? And then you have all the clout demons coming out of the closet, like Mr. Girl, like Mr. Girl and his crew. Actually, I don't even know if he has a crew. At least Mr. Girl, right?
Okay, so I haven't seen the Beckett video. Can someone give me a TLDR on what Straight Raid's involvement has been? Because she's the one that started leaking stuff to Sunday in the first place, right? Or is she the one that started leaking things from the beginning? She was just sharing it. She was just shooting that shit all over the place. Here's my question. Like, why are there so many, like, why were there screen recordings of text messages sent in the first place if everyone involved was trying to, like, keep this hush hush? Straight Raid is quite literally the most evil person not named Destiny in all of this. She leaked to Sunday and manipulated this from the top down, going so far as to state that Pixie is stupid and that they would need to manipulate her. Jesus Christ. If Destiny has changed and is a new person from when he sent those, why didn't he do anything until now to make anything right to the victims? Why did the victims find out after the leak happened? Such a better person now? Like, here's, like, again, both for, like, his own self-preservation and for doing right by the victims, he should have settled, like, immediately. But he probably didn't settle immediately because he thinks he can get away with it because he's been able to, like, all of the prior dramas involving his sexual life are now called completely into question. Again, if I haven't been able to watch everything that's extremely relevant regarding this, I certainly haven't been able to, like, go back and watch, like, the Bob 7 drama or, like, the Melina, divorce saga or, any of the other things that involves his sex life. Okay. But from what I'm understanding, a lot of the things that he said back then are literally the things that he was doing right here. And these are, like, he was doing these things concurrently with the dramas that were happening. So I don't think that the guy has any credibility. I'm just going to say, like, the guy has no credibility regarding anything to do with relationships, to do with consent, to do with any kind of, like, moral high ground of, like, literally anything. All right. He might have good political takes. Again, I'm not going to say that he doesn't have good political takes. All right. But if he ever has, like, if someone sends him a Reddit post, like, am I the asshole? And he starts, like, trying to explain why one person is is actually the good guy again. Monogamoids. Jesus Christ. He needs to be Agent Oranged. Not Agent Orange. Clockwork Oranged. Clockwork Oranged. Not Agent Oranged. That's not what I meant. I didn't. Okay. Chill. That was an accident. Okay, here, 1 second. I'm gonna get a bottle of water or a Coke Zero or something, all right? Son of Henry Kissinger? Yeah. All right, give me 1 second. All right. Satchel on his way to Agent Orange D-Man. Clockwork Orange, all right? That's disgusting. Jesus Christ. Yes, you found out my secret, Rakusan. Start from 7
I just
minutes,
thought-
18 seconds. I'll start from 7:10. Dan ignoring Pixie suicidality. I'm not sure if we've gotten there. We're only like 10 minutes into his actual statement after all like the faffing about. One sec, what is this?
So it's everything that has been floating around, along with Strayed saying being the,
Are either of you worried about like the morality of moving forward with this without the girl?
No one will tell you why.
Oh, I meant with all of the info we already have. I don't know what you mean. Monogamoids? Jesus Christ. He needs to be Agent Orange. Jesus Christ. Okay.
This comes back to why I gave Beckett the Straighter DMs. After I talked to Chud, I went to Straighter and asked, hey, look, so this thing that we agreed was like super top secret, we're being really careful with. Everybody has it. And the person who talked to Chud, they think that the thing about Destiny paying Pixie's tuition, I think that came from you. And what Pixie told me was that, basically immediately after Pixie had that interaction with Destiny reached out to Straighter Aid, started floating ways he could pay her financially. And that was it. So this entire time, they've effectively been working together to try and pressure Steven into releasing money to keep Pixie silent. So it's like, okay.
Including Dan's been pressuring her as well. She mentions that in statement. Straight Raid mentions that. But
Well,
the biggest
Logic can't get mad at me because he leaked the fact that Bo Blacks was in the dress.
well,
So that was a huge.
Okay. Gotcha. That's the thought process.
Labs, etc. All these people that hate Steve just coming out thinking that they can like, oh yes, I'm thing. And I called it the first time that Mr. Girl came back into the world when I think it was on a JStock stream before he was ejected or whatever. But like, basically, I sat on this thing, and this instant I was in there, I knew what this wanted to do. He wanted to do his little victory lap. He doesn't give a about victims. All he cares about is not looking like an insane lunatic, which is what he is, right? This is a guy that did like completely debunked videos trying to define the theory of the world or something. He is a psychotic, self-admitted rapist by my definition, that's been on camera, like making his wife or girlfriend cry from abuse. This person, if they're on your side, your case immediately gets 1,000 times weaker, is all I'm going to say. And then you have Mr. President Sunday, who in his infinite wisdom of advising Pixie, told him a law that she can use to criminally go after Destiny, except the law happened after Destiny did anything. That doesn't apply retroactively. He's so stupid. They came out, he was like, oh, I'm now in Pixie's statement, the whole statement's like, hey, I'm going to be suing under federal this, and this. And it's like, hey, that law didn't take effect until the end of 2022. This all shit happened at the start of 2022. And like, President Sunday actually sabotaged Pixie for no reason. Like, this is the most...
Wait. Is that true? Sorry, I haven't heard anybody say that. So the lawsuit doesn't, it won't apply? Okay, yeah, no, I have an even lower opinion of what Sunday did now. Jesus Christ, dude.
shit ever. Like this whole thing. Like, look, Steven should pay money. I mean, I'm going to get myself in trouble here, all right? Steven should be held accountable for all of this shit that's happening. Absolutely. But
Steven should pay money because nothing else seems to be any kind of negative reinforcement for his behavior. The only thing that hasn't happened, he lost friendships, he lost his marriage, he lost a ton of like viewers over the years, all right? And now he's possibly going to lose, a huge amount of credibility that he has been building up for 3 or 4 years, okay? Because of this sex problem that he has. Like, oh wait, where is it?
But I want you guys to see for all of this shit that's happening.
Like if none of this is going to make him recognize that he has a like massive there's like some sort of like personality disorder or sex addiction or some sort of psychopathy or sex addiction or like some sort of like crazy like tumor growing on the part of his brain that gives him sex addiction. Like if he's not willing to admit that there's some sort of problem in his life, then he's never going to actually take steps towards doing right by anyone that he has wronged or trying to change in any meaningful way. Do you think he's still doing it right now? Why the would we trust anything that he's saying about like doing VYVANSE? Like, that's my question to all the people that are like, well, he says he's on VYVANSE now and he doesn't have those urges anymore. He said he didn't have urges to do that sort of shit in the past. He said that he was the king of consent. He like is the best about consent. Nobody understands consent better than him, and nothing like this would ever come out about him. And now we're supposed to believe just because he says now I'm on VYVANSE. That's so stupid, right? Not an attack on you or anything, LARP for life, all right? But it's ridiculous. And again, I have incredibly bad ADHD, as you have seen throughout this entire stream, where I've lost my train of thought mid sentence. That's not just the half an edible I ate, okay? That's just me, baby. All right. DMs. The idea that VYVANSE suddenly, oh man, you know what? Suddenly I no longer have the desire to do a sex crime. It's just because he has paid a high price at this point. Well, yeah, if you're trying to say it's going to change now because he's paid a high price, well, it's only because he didn't fix anything else, right? It's because he never took any steps to be a better person in the past, right?
Longer for you to come. Okay, I will give you one negative side effect of VYVANSE, okay? Warning, okay? This is a negative side effect of VYVANSE, okay? Be very, very, very careful. I don't know if this is everybody or just me, okay? Be very, very, very careful, because you can unironically fall into a gooning black hole, I think, if you're on amphetamines. You could decide to masturbate at 6 o'clock, and then it's 10 o'clock, and you don't even know how the f that happened, okay? Do not. If you take an amphetamine, like a slow release, like Adderall XR or VYVANSE,
I don't know why this.
I gotta say, folks, I think he's a sex addict. If you take too high a dose, I am on the highest dose that I was before I couldn't afford it anymore. But I was on the highest dose known to man of VYVANSE. Brand name VYVANSE, the actual VYVANSE. All right. It doesn't do that. It doesn't do that. Jesus Christ. Over 70? 70 is what I understand to be the highest dosage. All right. 70 milligrams. Yeah, that's the highest that they said that they would give me. 70 would be insane. No, 70 is if I go down to 50, it barely works on me. I need the 70. So anyways, I cannot believe he's I don't even have that desire, and then
on VYVANSE. I'm using that longer for you to come. Okay, I will give you one negative side effect of VYVANSE, okay? Warning, okay? This is a negative side effect of VYVANSE, okay? Be
70? Yes. When I tell you guys, okay? When I tell you guys I'm really bad ADHD, I'm really bad, okay? It's really difficult to function and do adult, making appointments and getting shit, all right? Getting shit done. It is very difficult. I have to lock in all day on one task, okay? I can't do more than one thing per day. Shit sucks. All right.
very, very, very careful. I don't know if this is everybody or just me, okay? Be very, very, very careful, because you can unironically fall into a gooning black hole, I think, if you're on amphetamines. You could decide to masturbate at 6 o'clock, and then it's 10 o'clock, and you don't even know how the f that happened, okay? Do not. If you take an amphetamine, like a slow release, like Adderall XR or VYVANSE,
I don't know why this guy thinks he can lie about stuff. Bro, I will say, okay, previously, okay, in previous years, in previous times, he was right. He put it all out there, okay? He put it all out there. Why do you think you can lie to us about this?
if you take it at 9, don't matter.
Hold on. I need to put that in my Discord so that I do not forget it. I'll put that in content suggestions, just so I have that clip. Anytime someone says that it's his VYVANSE, he it is inoculated him from the coom brain.
Tons of
Okay.
race realist.
Oh shit!
When the
Thank you.
butt plug slips out at the party after ragang bang and the 22 gal of cum stored in your ass starts filling the room.
I didn't know that I still had TTS on. Jesus Christ. Okay, so this is the thing. Went into effect October 1st, 2022. It's not retroactive. And this was... Wait, hold on. It went into effect October 1st of 2022. Oh, no, it does apply. It happened Oh, he should have gooned 3 days earlier, dude. 4 days earlier, and he would have been fine, dude. No! Wait, hold on. He is... Oh, shit. Oh, he could be... I don't actually know. But like, this happened on the 4th, sending the video, and it went into effect October 1st. Oh, that's rough. Ouchie, wouchie.
Absolutely. But I want you guys to see how people like President Sunday and Mr. Girl do not care about...
Okay, last clip I'm clicking on, okay? I was on the highest dose known to man of VYVANSE. Like brand name VYVANSE. The actual VYVANSE. All right? It doesn't do that. Okay, Jesus, I hate my laugh. Christ.
about victims to the point that right now they have over Pixie across the board now. Like for views, literally for views. That's it, just for views.
Okay, so
right?
we've
And now
just
they told her to go
established based off of the screen caps that the video was distributed on the 4th of October in 2022, and the statute went into effect on the 1st of October 2022. So he could be liable for it.
something that has zero relevance to her whatsoever. It's unbelievable. The whole fucking
unless they're
situation.
European dates? Wait, hold on. Did it happen in April 10th of 2022? Oh, shit. Strange.
It's disappointing. It makes me mad because I actually I feel bad for what happened with Pixie on that situation. I reached out to her. I talked to Lonerbox because I was like, oh, Lonerbox, we have the studio here. It's not getting used at all, right? And we should do a show, right? Because you're coming to Miami a lot. Let's do a show together in the studio. Some comedy bullshit like the Jew and the non-Jew type of thing. It'd be funny. And he was like, listen, it's kind of an awkward timing. Pixie's in a really bad spot. And I was like, what's going on? And obviously I knew that like the thing had happened on KF at that point. But
is he like confirming that Lonerbox and Pixie are dating now? Is that like actually 100% confirmed now because of this shit, or was it 100% confirmed before? Jesus,
I didn't know that. Like, I actually didn't even know it involved her at that point, and I also didn't know that it had affected her this much. And he was like, she's in a really, really bad spot. So I reached out to her, and she was like, I was thinking of killing myself, and then doing like this is my only conversation I've had with Pixie since election night. That was it. And then before that, I don't really think I ever spoke with her pretty much at all. But in the call, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And she's like, yeah, I'm thinking of killing myself. And I'm gonna leave a note saying that, I don't know shit about Steve and everything. I forget the details of it. But I was like, I think you shouldn't do that. I think that you should probably kill Steve instead of killing yourself. I think that would be a better move. Go ahead and ask Pixie anything I'm saying. If you think it's untrue, everything I'm saying here is absolutely the case. I didn't do anything to fucking sweep or say don't go to the cops or don't do this or that. All I did was answer her questions. She was like, what should I do? In this case, like, I'm thinking about asking for this much. What are your opinions? Everything I said was worse. If she was like, I want to get $5, I was like, you should ask for 20. If it was like, $5, I was like, you should ask for 20.
Wait,
if
go
it
back.
was worse. If she was like, I want to get $5, I was like, you should ask for 20. If it was like, what else was it? How do I do this? I was like, I can probably hook you up with some attorneys. Let me do some research, and I'll get back to you on Monday. And the only thing I did that maybe was bad is that on Monday, when I think I was supposed to reach back to her with the attorneys, I reached out to Lonerbox and I was like, listen, I think this is too awkward of a spot for me to be in. I sympathize with the point of the bad spot that you're in, but I don't want to be this involved to this level. I don't think it's appropriate for me to be involved in hurting my friend or him over. So I think you got, you're not, if you're going to go the lawyer route, go the lawyer route. If personally, I essentially it was a very brief combo with Lonerbox to that front. And I think he understood. And I'm
Plaza play for Rezzy's birthday song Sol.
One time, I'm on the Amazon in my canoe and I see Swim, the dolphin, the beautiful dolphin. So I slip out of my canoe and I grab her, this fish, and then I it, this fish.
Hell's that got to do with anything?
Hot dolphin!
Okay.
I'm on fine terms with Bonerbox. I've talked to them multiple times since this whole thing has dropped. But I think they all know it's an interesting spot for me to be in, I guess. But they all know that one, I definitely sympathize with Pixie and with like I don't know the full details of the Cherry thing. But if it happened like that, then I sympathize with Cherry absolutely. I only say this. I'm not saying this to his credit. I just don't know anything about it. Like I already said that I'm sorry to Cherry because there was some stream or something where I said that like these people send stuff around and someone messaged me and I said I didn't. So I apologize for that. But yeah, look, I would say in general, like I sympathize with these women, but my I'm not abandoning Steve, and I'm not changing my life for it because Steve has made like not even that he's made assurances to me, but just that these things are not things that are going to happen again. I know that for a fact, and I know that he is a good person that has better things to offer to the world versus trying to get rid of him forever. Right? Like these people want Steve to be canceled forever when he's someone that literally is making the world. I think like.
I will say this. I don't want Destiny to be canceled forever. All right. I don't want him to be canceled forever. All right. There's a lot of people who are like doing victory laps and like saying that, you know, Sunday, you know, even though he went against Pixie's wishes, you know, the consequentialist route, everything's like super chill because like at least Destiny's getting taken down. You know, if she had killed herself because, you know, it was outed before she was ready, then like consequences be damned. This needs to go, you know. Fuck, I totally lost my train of thought.
Someone that,
oh yeah, totally. I don't want him to be canceled forever, right? He's not doing himself any favors. He's not doing himself any favors. Again, showing the either literally nothing in public, literally saying nothing after that. Because I was willing to give a lot of grace. Again, I've said this like 3 times. I was willing to give a lot of grace on that initial statement because it sounded like it was curated by a lawyer. Okay. Lawyer's never going to admit fault of anything. And he sounded a little like there was a little bit of contrition there, like, but like only as much as like would be, you know, expected in like a like, you know, like a response like that filtered through a lawyer. Right. Every single since every single thing that he has said since is just believable. Like he could have just shut the up, or he could have acted. He could have shut the up. He called out friend of Pixie for being a whore in the Reddit post. I'm talking about like the initial one that night. Chinese Rakusan. Someone link me the Reddit post again then, because I don't remember him. I don't remember the word whore in there at all. But anyways, like there, I was willing to give like some grace, like say like, okay, let's see what like how he is, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But man, you know, like the chat logs are absolutely dog shit. The Dr. Disrespect tweet is just like, I'm sorry, disrespectful. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely, I'm sorry. As a Destiny fan, it's just like unbelievable that anyone's trying to defend that shit, okay? It is ridiculous. On December 11th, I received a message from a mutual acquaintance named Lauren Hayden, known online as Lauren De Laguna. Wait, is her last name not actually De Laguna? Why would that be? Why would that be your like online persona name? Anyways, Lauren has a negative sentiment towards me after I rejected her romantic advances earlier in the year. I understand that she has organized the fundraiser to support Pixie's lawsuit against me and assume that she has been counseling Pixie on how to proceed. Yeah, I remember that. I think that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's really bad. But I don't know why, like, outside of her like organizing the GoFundMe, is there any other like reason to is there any evidence that she's been involved in this in any way? Has Pixie said that she is? She's not the, yeah, I would imagine that she's not the lawyer. God, can you imagine like hiring a like influencer lawyer to be your counsel on this shit? Jesus Christ. On and off Pixie's roommate? Oh yeah, I didn't know that. The doc tweet is gangster. You're internet gas. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, I just can't believe it. It's a little bit funny, but it's stupid. All right. No mention of Erudite. Okay, here's a question, because I said this earlier. I only remember one set of like text message exchanges. Like, she's not actually like doing like Jazane Maxwell stuff, right? So you won't hire Nick Rekieta? Absolutely not. That dude's coked up. Okay. Okay, we need to finish this video.
Literally is making the world, I think, like a better place, a voice of reason amongst far left and far right extremists, far left and far right extremists. And I'm not going to just throw him under the bus. Be like, these people are so excited to try and get rid of him. For what reasoning? For what reasoning? Like, permanently, forever. The same people that would like see Destiny gone forever are the same people that would fight tooth and nail for a murderer to like get a second chance when they come out of, like, you know, if they get off on a technicality. The same people that would do that would like go hang out and do a stream with OJ or with Caitlyn Jenner, who killed someone with a DUI, have no issue with it whatsoever. Or who else has hung out with Mike Tyson, who was like,
why did it get so quiet?
Right? The out of here, okay, with all that shit. Or Hassan Hamas Tiger, who denies anything happened. You have zero.
Oh, the microphone is fake. He has green screened himself behind a fake XMB, whatever the
credibility to stand on anything, okay? I don't give it. Like, for you, Stephen would have to, everyone that was at October 7th, right, that festival, for him to be on the level of what you are. That's about where I feel with you, Hassan. So, off. Keep your shit to yourself. Enjoy it while you can for the last fucking few days until your world collapses. Dipshit. Denial, rapist, nude sharing, brothel patroning, creepy ass, old ass.
Jesus.
Like, this dude, his hair is falling out, so he has to take medicine for his hair falling out. He's a prostitute at a place that was later raided, okay? And guess what? The owner got some money back, but you know what? People went to jail. Yeah, that's right. People went to jail for that brothel thing. That's right, there was. And you know, there was actually some girls that got rescued as a result of that. So, yeah, it's true.
He's just venting. I think that there should be some more expounding on the relationship going forward with like anything else or you know, like any of the podcast shit going on. Like, give us some like info on that instead of like being mad at Hassan. Maybe it's just venting, but yeah, I don't know. Hey, by the way, if you guys are new here or if you guys have not followed yet, now is a good time for you guys to follow. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm not even sure how many people are watching on YouTube right now, but if you are watching on YouTube and you haven't liked the stream, please like the stream. Liking the stream helps me out quite a lot of bit. There's also ways that you guys can help me out, you know, financially, monetarily. If you think I'm really pretty, or if you just see me as a poor soul on the internet that needs just a little bit of your love, there's a way to donate to me, and that is right there. Join the Discord by typing !Discord, etc., etc., etc. All right, shilling time is over.
The government did have to give some money back to the brothel, but it's also true some people went into jail. Oh wait, is this the microphone? Oh shit. Yeah.
Now we can't hear.
It's also
him at
true
all.
that it's also true that there was sex crimes committed there, okay? And Hassan went there and had sex with a prostitute. Now, I personally never had sex with a prostitute at a place that was later raided, okay? And had someone go to jail as a result of that. That's something that I've never done. I've also never received nudes that I've shared with other people, like in front of a group of people, I think, like Hassan did in that thing. So, yeah, I don't know. And I've also never denied, like, mass happening or that, you know...
Wait, why am I gayer Jafar? Do I look like gay Jafar? Okay.
I've never said that like people weren't being killed or anything along those lines. Anyways, all that shit. I just want to throw this out there because in general, fuck Hassan, right? Fuck everyone that's using this as a jumping off point to like try and make their side win or anything else like that. Like what happened is that like Steve himself up from like 2 years ago, by the way. Like this is like behavior. I will stand by this for the most part. I think that this is behavior he greatly regrets. Back when he was like, I'll say this also. I think Steven was a really shitty husband to Melina. Okay, I'm coming out here saying it right now.
Shit.
I don't think Steve would deny it either, but it's not good. the way that he was. Like, I talked with Melina a lot of times, and she was crying and miserable and everything else. And Steve would say, "What do you want me to say? I'm selfish. That's why I'm in the relationship that I'm in, the way that I do things that I'm in." And Melina like really was hurt by it. And I think like she was like, what should I do? Should I leave? And I'll tell you this, I never was like, I was never like, no, you should stay and make things out. I told her multiple times, like, listen, if you feel like this is an abusive relationship, get the out of there immediately. So I just want to put it out there that it's not like this is a one-time thing for me of going against Steve. I will always be my own person. But on the same front there, I will say that I think that Steve has changed a lot, especially over the last year, where he is not like that type of person anymore. You guys don't see it because you don't know who he is. You don't know anything about who he is day to day, right?
Well, see, like, but that's it. Like, show don't tell, right? Show don't tell. Just again, like he could have shown that instead of you telling us that he's a changed person. He could have shown that by not responding in the way that he did in the screen cap, right? From DGG. Did I? One sec. Media. DGG. My only crime is being too much of a gooner in 2023 and earlier, 100% sure. Like I said, if I need sex therapy, then so do like 100 other streamers. I'm sorry, show don't tell. He has to meme through it. Well, these aren't memes because, like, again, well, oh, there's still up. Pixie and the people behind her just want money, so there's no point in going after the hacker. He's probably some broke loser anyway, so they aren't even mentioning him. Even though there's like ample evidence that she was offering him an out to like, it's not about me getting money from you. It's about you feeling, like there are some repercussions for your crazy gooneristic actions that you do all the time and ruin all of your personal relationships over like the past decade or and a half, two of your life. You have consistently ruined relationships with other people by gooning with other people in ways that people aren't cool with. And then you lie to the public and everyone attacks those people because of the way that you hurt them because of the sexual lifestyle that you lead. Like, and you're not the problem. Like, bro, there's a problem. There's one continual through line for all of your like interpersonal relationship like problems. That there's reasons why people don't associate with you anymore, and it all has to do because of relationship stuff, because you treat people like trash in your personal life. At least this is the perception that's coming out like from the outside looking at this, right? Everything that's out in the public and the way that you're reacting to it now. Like, Jesus. They say he was a sex addict before the meds, but the meds likely drove up his sex addiction and his empathy down. What do you mean? The VYVANSE made him more sociopathic? I just don't understand like that. I don't understand the medicine angle. All right. Again, like, did I close out the tab that we had open of him saying like, dude, actually, this shit
on VYVANSE. I'm using that longer for you to come. Okay, I will give you one negative side.
Like I go into gooner black holes. It's just
right. All you see is like stuff on stream, and you see stuff from years ago, and you just assume that he's like the same person as then, and he's not. And he's like, yeah, we're old. I'm old too. I'm like almost as old as Hassan. Hassan's like 43 or something like that. So I'm almost as old as Hassan. We're old guys, but old guys can still make mistakes. Old guys can still like, we lose our hair, everything along those lines, right? Like it is what it is, and we can still up, but we can also change for the better. And I believe that Steve has already made a lot of efforts. He regrets everything that happened. And it's not like he needed this incident to happen for him to be a better person or to not do this type of thing anymore. And he's, as I said, he's paid the iron price right now, like across the board. Okay, like think about how many people have left him and how that makes him feel. That when he looks at like what's left at this point, right? That's a shitty feeling. Forget what's going to be coming down the pipeline with everything else. Like, think about everything that's as a result of this that he cares about, right? Relationships that he's had for years. Like people like Lily Pichu being like, sorry, I have to unfollow you. I can't talk to you. Or I don't even know what she says. I just saw that she unfollowed. People that are...
Oh, wait, Lily Pichu too? Oh, no. Oh, no. That's a tough pill to swallow. DGGL, guys. Sag. Pepe Cry. That's actually pretty rough for him. That's like, but see, like, again, if you don't ever acknowledge that you have a problem, right? If you don't ever acknowledge that you have a problem, how's it going, Frames? If you don't ever acknowledge that you have a problem, you're never going to fix the problem, right? And I'm going to harp on this over and over and over and over. Like, it's just unbelievable at a certain point that someone can like be so smart and then not recognize like the consistent through line to every one of your interpersonal problems, you know?
That are like genuinely, that have been staples of this community that are like, you know, out of here. And to a certain extent, like it's deserved, right? But these people are gone. That hurts. You also have that, like, you know, I know that one of the things that Steven was really upset about, that was like a really up thing in his life, I don't care what anyone says, is like the Mark Gudgel campaign thing. Like I know he put in a tremendous amount of effort to do good by that guy. And the fact that that thing got up just because of like something he did in the past was like, you know, I think I don't want to say it destroyed him, but it fucking really pissed him off. And it really made him just like you're out here trying to do a good thing, and people like essentially tried to fuck it up, and they fucked the whole thing up as a result of it. So when I see that type of thing happening, and knowing that now we're going to just have that like on steroids now, right? Like obviously, I don't know what's going to happen as far as, you know, what big political streamer is going to be talking to him or what ones won't. But it's like, you know, he spent a lot of time curating relationships with people that were, you know, I mean, what was the MO of the year? The MO of the year was basically like, you know, doing more political shit, doing more serious shit, doing more in-person interviews, going and like taking a lot of that politics stuff very seriously, doing interviews and meeting politicians and trying to affect change, doing lobbying and campaigning and all that type of shit. I don't want to say it's gone, but I'll say that he knows that it's going to be 10 times more difficult, and he's going to have a battle ahead of him. And this is like, you want to talk about, forget whatever. We're not even talking about punishments he's going to get from the results of the things he did. These are just things that are already and paid in, right? These are already punishments that he is going to have happening to him, regardless of anything else that moves forward, is that he's, right? He's on friendships. He's on doing like serious political shit. Like, I don't know. I don't, like, look, we have a President Trump is a rapist, right? So I don't know how much this affects anything, but to the certain like extent of this, it's just like, man, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, it should, like, I don't know, like politics may not be over for him. It's just gonna be harder. That's it. It's just gonna be a lot harder for him. And the fact, to me, the thing that like
my guess is, okay, my guess is that it, like, we revert back to like where we were in like 2020 with the content. I don't think that he can go forward with basically anything that he's been doing, right? I've seen so many of like the big names in DGG, not just like orbiters, but like big name chatters saying like, dude, I don't know what the do with all of this, dude. Like look at his response, and you know, like, I don't know how I can like take him seriously when he talks about this or that. Like, I don't know where the content goes, but it's got to be pre 2020, right? It's got, or pre, yeah, like I guess around that time where it's like mostly just like internet debates. You're not talking to anyone big anymore. You're not doing anything important anymore. Like you're relegated to the back seat again. Now you're just a commentator. You're not a mover in anything. I think that like if he had just admitted that there was that he had a problem in the past and not deflected as much as he has, or just shut the up, he would look so much better right now. You know, this is way worse than moving down, dipshit. The mowing down comments were pennies to this. Oh, mowing down. Yeah, this is significantly worse. Shut the fuck up was a better course of action. Yeah, like show some contrition or shut the fuck up, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know if he just thinks that he can get away with every single thing, or maybe he's just like comfortable with doing league streams for ever into the future. But yeah, this one has real victims. Yeah, this one's like pretty I'm very curious to see how many of the Destiny denouncers crawl back when he comes back. Like, and this is something that I've said, like, I don't know if I've repeated it multiple times this stream, but like the guy, I agree with his politics. I accidentally just launched that. I agree with his politics, right? I might like still steal some of his arguments, but in terms of like ever like vocally supporting him ever again, or, you know, anything like that, I don't think that there's any way that he could build any credibility on anything to do with any relationship or any like social commentary that doesn't involve politics, you know? I don't, or like defending him in any drama going forward. Can you imagine there's some other drama that he gets involved in? Like, why the fuck would anyone believe his credibility in telling the truth about shit is just like super shot. I don't know if I could believe like the fact that people are saying that he's a changed person now. Like, how the fuck are we supposed to know unless he shows that he's a changed person, you know? Like, you can't just like say that like, oh, well, now I'm on VYVANSE and I don't want to goon anymore. Like, you have to show that I'm like a changed person and that like I definitely up back then. I have hurt the people around me because of way overactive sex life that has harmed all the people around me. And, you know, like, I recognize that. I haven't done this for a long time. You can see there's a change. Like, there's a statement like that he could have made, but he hasn't made that. Instead, he's like blamed Pixie for being in it for the money because she's being manipulated by Lauren De Laguna. All right. Like, say like, hey, I f***ed up really bad and I've hurt all of the people around me for the past half decade of my life, maybe longer. All right. I have changed in the past 2 years, and this is shit that I've done in the past. I take responsibility for that. You know, like this, like something like that could have gone over, like, I think pretty well with his fan base. But like outside of a statement like that, you know, shut the up. You know, I was watching JSTLK and them last night and couldn't help but think, you guys made the decision to drop him when it was so easy, but you knew about this way longer than everybody else and waited until now. Yeah, I will say this. I do have the shield of the only information that I knew about any of this going into January 20th was I was visually assaulted with the video of him sucking on Twitter one day. Right. And that's all I knew about it. And then I saw people arguing about revenge porn and shit like that, but I didn't look into it like at all because I don't like Destiny isn't like a huge part of my life, you know? But yeah, like, when people started like giving particulars about what the situation was, I started to listen. Okay. When there were particulars that were percolating, all right, when Sunday dropped his video and everyone's getting upsetty spaghetti and angry, I started paying attention, and oh shit, it's pretty bad. Okay. I don't know. I might have to think about it more. I almost want to give some benefit of the doubt in the idea that like people were like, hey, you know what? Pixie is not ready to come forward with this shit publicly, and she's talked about off in herself. So maybe we should like be delicate about this and keep this, you know, close to the chest. I want to give grace on that. Unless someone in chat has a reason for me to not give grace on that. Because there are people arguing about that, but like, it feels like if someone's like, I'm going to kill myself, like maybe don't jump until they say I'm ready to, you know, take that plunge, you know? You're not as intertwined as they are. Yeah. The second I heard the /S Sunday is a hero. No, I'm sorry. I still think that him like going forward without the victim is like super scummy. I've said like the first half of that video is totally fine. The second half of that video, where he's like saying like, man, you know, she's like in it for the money and she's like extorting Destiny. Like, that is such bad form from Sunday. Even if like the information leading up to that moment in the stream was correct, which it seems it was, that right there was crazy to me. It's crazy to me also because you wouldn't expect it from President Sunday to like accuse a victim of just being in it for the money. That's kind of wacky to me, but Sunday took away her autonomy, but this was going to come out regardless. Too many drama frogs had their hands on it at that point. Yeah, it might have come out eventually, but that doesn't mean that like, oh, it's going to come out eventually, so I might as well be the one that commits the immoral action. Yeah, she was forced to, though. Like, she sent the lawsuit tweet that same day, like an hour after he posted the video, because she was pressured into it because of the video. Because, yeah. But, like, the fact that she already had, the fact that she was ready to file a lawsuit means that they had been working on this for a while. So she was, like, working up going public with it, right? It's still bad. Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, no, we did. You said it was. I remember you said it started at 7:18. Let's start 7:15.
It's like being the
Are either of you worried about like the morality of moving forward with this without the girl?
No, and I'll tell you why. This comes back to why I gave Beckett the straighter DMs. After I talked to Chud, I went to straighter and asked, "Hey, look. So this thing that we agreed was like super top secret, we're being really careful with. Everybody has it, and the person talked to Chud. They think that the thing about Destiny paying Pixie's tuition, I think that came from you." And what Pixie told me was that basically immediately after Pixie had that interaction with Destiny reached out to Straighter Aid. Straighter Aid started floating ways he could pay her financially, and that was it. So this entire time, they've effectively been working together to try and pressure Steven into releasing money to keep Pixie silent. So it's like, okay.
Including Dan's been pressuring her as well. She mentions that in statement. Straighter Aid mentions that. But the biggest...
Chud Logic can't get mad at me because he leaked the fact that Boba...
So... I can't stand Erudite. Yeah, it feels like there's, I said this earlier, I'm very neutral towards Erudite. I don't think I've had a bad interaction with her. I've seen like a couple of things that were like a little weird, but I'm like mostly neutral towards her. But there's a lot of people, I don't think I ever see like any hardcore Erudite defenders. I see a lot of Erudite haters. I see a ton of them, you know? Also what is this? Pixie agrees that President Sunday painted her in an unfair light and manipulated the situation. I agree. He never gave a fuck about anything other than destroying Destiny. That's why he wrote Pixie off as a suicide baiter. This is Erudite texting Pixie. Hey, I'm still worried for you. Are you okay? No matter what, please never hesitate to reach out. Hi, Kyla. I'm sorry for not getting back to you earlier. I've just been really overwhelmed with the situation. I didn't consent to President Sunday receiving those messages at all, and I feel like they painted both of us in a really bad/untrue light. I really appreciate the fact that you care so much about me, and have been checking on me so often, just asking if I'm okay. I don't think you'd go that far if you didn't care. I feel really guilty/bad because I didn't expect things to get leaked like this at all. Personally, I think that almost everyone in the situation is bad. Personally, no one, I'm not sure if there's anyone besides Pixie whose hands are completely clean, and Cherry, sorry. Besides them, there's a little bit something off about every single person's involvement here. So, just gonna say that, in my personal opinion. But the severity of whatever sin people have committed varies wildly. So I don't think it's like even worth bringing up like how bad one person is versus another on some things, you know.
I hate the fact that we've even given Hassan a crumb, or that fat dipshit couch puncher Mike from PA, the guy that, the fact that any of these guys have all to say is hysterical to me. Okay, like, goddamn, I need to get that video of him going out there with Bad Bunny like front and center for the rest of my life. That should be the new intro video for anything else, is him out there doing that type of.
Yeah, I would say Dan is more clean than most. I would say, like, again, even though people are calling her like Jazane Maxwell, I think that I would give a lot of grace to Erudite because like her citizenship status hinges on the fact that she has a business with Destiny. God, can you imagine uprooting your and your partner's life to move across international borders to go and to start a podcast business with someone just for like a year later for it to all blow up because the guy's sending like sex crime, like revenge porn shit, dude? Can you imagine putting yourself or your loved one in that position, dude? It's so bad. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm going to run to the restroom. I'm going to take a short piss. Listen to this rendition of the Rest in Peace album if it were a 60s rock album.
Take some time to show you around. It's impossible to break these walls, for you see the steel is much too strong. Computer banks to rule the whole world, instruments to sight the stars. Possibly still the same too much. Hangar 18, I know too much. Foreign life forms inventory, suspended state of cryogenics, selective amnesia's the story. Belief or told, but who suspect? The military intelligence, two words combined that can't make sense. Possibly still the same too much. Hangar 18, I know too much. Inventory, suspended state of cryogenics, selective amnesia's the story. Belief foretold, but who suspect? The military intelligence.
Okay. First 40 seconds are a great summary.
All I'm getting from this is she's really not going to want this to be public. She wants to hurt Steven, but she doesn't want this to be known that she's done this and this is her.
Yeah.
And she desperately doesn't want her family to know. And if I cover it, there's a good chance they will find out.
Oh, 100%. Why do you think I haven't covered this at all? Like that's my principal issue.
Yeah, that's
is like here's the thing. Let's assume I was a psychopath, and I'm not. Okay, somebody saying these things would be enough to deter me. Let's assume I was a psychopath. Let's assume I published this. If Pixie actually does sell in some way, and God forbid actually succeeding himself, that's not good. I don't want that. That's a bad situation to be in.
Jesus Christ. dude, it's like everybody looks so bad. Everybody looks so bad, dude. Oh. Really quick before we keep going, if you guys haven't already, if you're watching on YouTube, please like the stream. All right, like the stream if you're watching on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel if you're watching on YouTube. And if you guys want to support me in some way, if you guys feel like throwing some Skrilla my way, here is a link right there. All right, fill my bank accounts. All right, I am poor. I am a student. The school semester has started. Work is slow. Please, if you feel the urge, drop it. All right.
Oh shit, Mike from alleged gay bashing. You know that old thing right there. So in general, I think I just wanted to really clear up my stuff because there's a lot of people that distance and I'm sorry, I can never talk with Steve again. Fine, turn off. Okay, I say that.
Yeah, so President Sunday could have just giga chatted it. Yeah, no, I think that it's worth it to if she accidentally if she killed herself, right? It was I wouldn't have wanted that, but a small price to pay is for the utilitarian calculus of destroying Destiny's career. If he had done that, actually, no, I probably wouldn't respect that still. No. Say
that in the nicest way. I don't have a problem with you, okay? Well, at least with most of you. I don't have a problem with most of you. If you're leaving Steve right now with his statement and you're saying that he's fucking actually Satan and everything else, especially after you've known him from the past year and you know how much he's changed and how different he is, good off. And I'll still be friends with you, but don't let me see you hopping back in the Discord when you're ready to do a little debate. You want to come back in, get a little, be friends again. Because I know that Destiny has it's his fault, this stupid motherfucker. He is way too willing to forgive anyone and everyone. He doesn't hold grudges, with the exception of the most serious, insane shit. So I basically have to be, now when I'm going to have people coming back in, hey, what's up? I see that you're doing this thing. No one's really talking about it anymore. Let me get back in there. You bet your ass I'm going to be popping back into the Discord and telling them to go pound sand, okay? These people don't get to run and hide, duck their tail, not even risk anything from their self right now, nothing whatsoever. How hard is it to say, Steve He like the most up shit. He's fucked from it. He did everything wrong. How fucked is it to say that, but say also, you know what? Like he's my friend. I've known him for a while, and I'm gonna make sure that he does better. Continue to do better moving forward. Everything else. Why the do you have to leave? Besides virtue signaling, like has Steve not said anything in the past that was so like extreme that you couldn't handle it? What about when he was saying that like some Republican dude deserved to be shot? Where the fuck were you then? Oh, but that was funny. That didn't matter then. Okay, what about that dude's family? You think he cared? Yeah. All this is just virtue signaling bullshit. Okay, it's like because it's like oh my god, sharing nudes. Okay, I'm out of here immediately. Right? Like it's just like you can admit this is like a horrible thing that happened, and also not like act like this is Hitler. You can do that. Those are two things that you can do at the same time, and these people just care for the most part about safety.
Again, like it's the leaking news thing is really bad, right? And it should be denounced. The part that I think is like extra bad is his responses. You know, like again. Now I can't speak for any of like the like close orbiters and what they're, you know, the timing of things, you know, but like again, it's the response that's like super dog shit, right? I could see him being a better person now than he was 2-3 years ago. I could see that 100%, but it has to be shown, and it's not being shown. And that's Destiny's fault. Like these are his actions, and these are the actions of someone that like doesn't seem to accept literally any responsibility, right? Destiny. And yeah, I would say Dan is a good friend, and I think it's really easy for people who like are looking at this from the outside and want Dan to like, you know, disassociate from Destiny or like, you know, making fun of him for that. But like, I don't think that anyone knows what they would do if their friend was like put in, like if they were put in a similar situation with one of their friends, like their closest best friend, right? Like it might be pretty difficult to do. I don't know what I would do. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what I would do. If my best friend had some shit like this come out, that'd be really difficult to deal with. It'd be pretty difficult to sell my friend out, you know? Oh, okay. There's no redeeming Steven. Likely sociopath. I think the reason I say sex addiction over sociopathy is because I don't think sociopathy, number one, I don't think it's like antisocial personality disorder. Number one, I don't think that he fits those things. If I'm going to armchair diagnose him, okay, I'd say he's a sex addict, but he won't admit that he has a problem, so he's never going to get better. Has any of bad shit that has happened occurred around 2024? Because it all seems that shit happened around 2022, or am I wrong? Well, it happened in 2022, but it's, again, for me, it's his response. Like he could have responded in a way that, like I could give him some grace if there was like some like contrition shown, right? But like it's like yeah, I did some bad things, but it's just because I was like a big gooner, right? I was just like a big old gooner boy, and I just couldn't fucking help myself. But like I'm better now. Like there's so many things that he built his reputation on. There's so many things that he built his career on. Talking about relationships, talking about consent, Mr. King of Consent. You'll never catch me in anything like this because I know what consent actually is. That guy, you know, that says that all the time. Like he built his reputation on this, and if he can't follow that, and that was like during the period where he was saying that the most, that was during the red pill arc, right? He can't show contrition because of the lawsuit, then don't say anything. Like, and again, I addressed that earlier, right? Like that Reddit post, I can give a lot of grace because it sounded like it was filtered through a lawyer. God damn. Everything since is ridiculous. You can't respond like this and expect people to like stick behind you, right? And ironically, he did the ukulele apology just without a video. I'm not listening to how the ukulele apology went. I don't remember how it went. I don't want to remember, okay? I remember that shit getting stuck in my head a whole bunch, and I do not need it stuck in my head. God, it's either a furnace in here or it's Antarctica. Okay, I'm going to see if that setting on the heater works. I want to apologize first and foremost that you all have thin skin, and if I'm a bad person, then so are you. Based. Ethan going insane and Destiny committing goonercide. Major Hassan W's. True. Ethan going insane. Are you talking about which Ethan? There are several Ethans online. Talking about Klein, because I don't know what's going on with him. He also couldn't say nothing, IMO. No, he could have dropped that statement that he did on Reddit and then like carefully curated something that wouldn't admit fault for the statute at hand. But you know, I don't think that like the response that he's had in his DGG chat has been acceptable. Like that's where I was like, man, you know what? This is like, this is too much for me, fam. This right here, I can't abide. This is getting a little bit too, it's her fault for being out for money. All right. So what? I wanted to come. Yeah. I got a problem. Yeah. I got a problem. Like that's what he's doing right now. Like unironically. Yeah. I got a problem, but so do 100 other streamers, so I'm not going to try and fix that problem, right? Like if I'm going to go onto the sex registry, that I'm going the sex offender register, that I'm bringing 20 other people with me because everyone else is just as bad. That doesn't, no. Are you saying that you should be on it then? Like, I don't know. Let's keep watching though. All right, like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube.
Or they're genuinely offended. Hey, listen, if you're genuinely offended and you can't be around Steve anymore, I don't hold you in any disrespect whatsoever. So if this...
Oh wait, hold on 1 second. I have to take a call for like 2 minutes. All right. Here's the Megadeth 60s album. Y'all want to do? Here, listen to the 60s version of Holy Wars.
Well, brother will kill brother, spilling blood across the land, killing for religion, something I don't understand. Cross the sea and come to foreign lands. Ask the sheep for their beliefs to be killed on God's command. A country that's divided surely will not stand. My pastor race, no more disgrace, no foolish night stand. The end is near, it's crystal clear, part of the master plan. Don't look now to Israel, it might be your homeland. On the road, upon my podium as a know-it-all scholar, down in my seat of judgment, gavels bang uphold the law. Up on my soapbox, a leader out to change the world. Down in my pulpit as the holy event, thou could be messenger of God. Wage the war on organized crime, sneak attacks, repel down the rocks behind the lines. Some people risk to employ me, some people live to destroy me. Either way they...
All right, don't need that anymore. All right, you should watch Counterpoints versus Lav and Koeman if you want to see true sweeping. Oh, I heard that Connor got violated. Okay, I heard that Connor got violated by by Koeman and Lav, but I haven't watched it yet. Is there an example of Destiny having remorse? I don't know. I don't know because it's up to it. Like it would be up to interpretation, right? Because all we have are text messages between him and Pixie, and there's scant few of those, anyways. All we can do is take the word of people like Erudite and Dan, because everyone else is gonzo, you know? But yeah, like we would have to see like actions from Destiny to know if he actually like is showing any contrition. And I guess like the fact that there's a lawsuit makes that a little bit difficult, but I think you can thread the needle. Okay. I'm sorry. Your entire career was built off of showing consent. Like there's gotta be some way to thread the needle there.
This was too much. If this was pushing you over the line of something that you can't accept and you can't forgive, I respect that. And I hold you in zero ill will for leaving. Just don't let me see you coming back, because then it meant nothing. That's all. I think that's a fair thing to say for everything, right? So if you come back, then you're just the worst of everything. You're the worst of everything. So stay and support someone that you're friends with and help them get through a better time, and make them realize that, yeah, you're going to have some shit coming as a result of this, and you've earned it, and you fucked up big time. Yeah, I mean, you didn't fuck up like Max up, like Mr. Girl, like when he admitted to being a rapist, or like you didn't fuck up like that. Or when I say admitted to being a rapist, I mean like when, you know, he like kept shoving when someone said no, that type of thing. Like you didn't fuck up like that. Or like when you were like literally abusing your girlfriend on stream.
The sex offender list people are just as cringe. Well, I literally don't know what, like, how it works in Florida, but like, can you be put on the sex offender registry because of the like if you record someone audio, like the audio of someone in a compromising situation? I legitimately don't know. So if there is, like, send me like whatever the statute is and I'll read it on stream. But do we know if the cherry stuff is confirmed true? Well, what we can do, this is the problem, Sean. Like, I would err on the side of saying, and even Dan is saying that he thinks that it's probably and likely true. The only person that I know of that has been sent the offending clip or like the audio is J-Stalk. Cherry sent it to him, and he says that it's true. She's actually gone through the effort to file a police report. That's another reason why I would put more credence towards her. And I don't think Destiny has explicitly denied that. So we'll see. But I would just like based off of the information that's out there right now, I would put it as probably more likely that it is true. And it like also it's so hard to give any credence to anything that Destiny says because again, so much of his career, I'm gonna harp on this shit hardcore. All right. I'm going to harp on it hardcore. So much of his career was built on trust. All right. So much of his career was built on, I am being honest to you. This is how I operate in my like personal life. I'm the king of consent, right? For like this to be happening to him. The reason why this is so, okay. The reason why this is so damaging to Destiny specifically, if this shit came out about like a FaZe clan member, it might be bad. But their career isn't built on, I'm a good consent man and I'm also a gamer. Their career is built on, I'm a gamer, okay? This is what Destiny's career was built off of. And even he says that on a regular basis, right? My career is built on the trust that I have that I'm being honest with what I am saying. But he hasn't been honest with what he's saying because he is violating people's consent, right? He is sending videos of people that are his close personal friends to random women on the internet. So they'll send a video of them flicking the bean. Like, it's unbelievable, right? So I will, because of this, it's going to have to be every statement Destiny makes going forward is going to be taken with a grain of salt, you know? It's going to be hard to take him serious anymore. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't want to hate Destiny, right? I have defended Destiny in the past, right? People accuse me of earlier, people like 2 days ago, people were accusing me of sweeping for Destiny because I think that he's a unbelievably heavily afflicted sex addict who does not recognize that he has a problem and is harming all of the people in his personal life, right? I've been known as a DGGer, all right? I have a notable icon in DGG chat, all right? Depending on if this spreads, I might lose that shit. I might get blocked by Destiny since he's blocking all the chatters that go against him, right? But I want Destiny to have a good response. I want Destiny to succeed, right? But unfortunately, he's shooting himself in the every step along the way, you know? What if he wins the lawsuit? Well, I don't know. It doesn't change because that is around the revenge porn thing. It doesn't change the fact that he did the thing. We recognize that. Whether it violates the law is another question, which I'm not equipped to answer. So if he just settles it, he should have settled it when she asked for that cool $1 million. It would have been less damaging to him going into the future. But unfortunately, he didn't do that. So You're gonna get IP banned, buddy. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. Even though, like, again, I would be rooting for Destiny, but like the response so far has just been like dog shit. Show some contrition. You did do a bad thing. He still might settle it. Well, he should have done it in the first place, because now he's going to be out of like an even larger sum of money, or like a huge sum of money, and his reputation is like massively tarnished, and it's going to be his fault, and he has no one to blame but himself. And it's not because Lauren De Laguna was manipulating the victim behind the scenes. It's not because of anyone else but his own actions, right? And he should be held accountable to that. Now, to what Dan is saying here, like, leave people room to grow and shit, right? Like, and give them like space to like show that they're a changed person, right? But like, again, that has to be shown, not told, right? You have to show that you're a changed person to the public. We're not Dan, all right? We're not Erudite. We're not coming over to your house 3 times a week to help you with business shit, okay? We don't see what your like personal life is like now, because you keep that shit private. Granted, you do, or at least more private now than it was in the past, right? But like, you're gonna have to show that you're a changed person. You can't just like tell us that like, oh, I'm on VYVANSE now, even though there's clips again like this.
Side effect of VYVANSE, okay? Warning, okay? This is a negative side effect of VYVANSE, okay? Be very, very, very careful. I don't know if this is everybody or just me, okay? Be very, very, very careful, because you can unironically fall into a gooning black hole, I think, if you're on amphetamines. You could decide
like,
to masturbate at 6 o'clock.
You can't say this shit on stream and then also say like, I'm on VYVANSE now, I don't even have those urges. Like, you can't have it both ways, all right? Like, again, maybe he should have waited. Maybe he should have taken his own advice from back in like, what, 2020 or 2021, where you don't have to respond that day. You can take your time and like come up with a really good response, but you don't actually have to respond the same day as allegations against you come out, you know? But he didn't take that advice. He has been responding, and he's been responding in a way that is turning, you know, people that have respected him for a long time against him. Glad you decided to boot up the stream and go over it all. Well, I mean, like, I've been wanting to go over this. It's just busy guy, you know? I take SSRIs, my dick don't work. No, I've never had to do that, so. Is that a hospital surgery sock on your mic? Yes, it is. I keep it on here because it makes people mad. All right. All right, quick shill, because I've lost my train of thought. Quick shill. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the YouTube, okay? Join the Discord, okay? There's the Discord link right there. I want more like regular goddamn people in there to talk about shit. I don't want it to just be like a circle jerk of like 4 people. If you guys feel the need to support me in some way, monetarily, there's a donation link. But just liking the stream is enough to make me love you. Just subscribing to the channel is enough to make me love you. All right. So there's all of that. Anyways, blah, 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 blah. VYVANSE affects a lot of things, just not in the way Destiny is claiming. Yeah, again, like we've been over that before. Like I'm literally on the highest dosage of VYVANSE that they will prescribe. Okay. I've been off of it for 2 months, and I have not felt the need to commit a sex crime. So I don't know. I don't know, man. You know, I don't know.
Or anything. Like, it wasn't a fuck up like that, but it was bad. It was definitely bad. And, you know, I think,
confirm or deny the truth of gooning being a side effect of amphetamines. I'll say this. Wait, hold on. Actually, I'm not going to talk about this. I think Sean is a minor, so I'm not going to say what I was about to say.
He's going to pay the price. That's all I can say. He's going to pay the fucking price. But I'm not going to be... I'm not, like, off because of it.
What should it be cheaper, Addy or your VYVANSE? Well, VYVANSE has a generic now, so it's cheaper. Like, it's cheap enough to afford, so...
So that's it. That's like the main part of it is, I hope that's clear. None of this is me sweeping for Steve. Cause Steve's a cunt, to be real. All day today, I've been telling him these and also I've been like threatening him all day. And those threats, by the way, if this gets back to Steve and you watch this, those, you know, we've been doing carrots so far, Steve, those are gonna start turning into sticks. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what the that I'm after here. So I'm just saying. But anyways, so what else?
Yeah, Adderall also has a generic, but VYVANSE works better for me.
I don't know. That's it. Don't let me capture you in 4K being a virtue signaling cunt. That's you know, don't let me capture that event from any of these people. I will destroy you if that's the case. All these people. I mean, I won't destroy you. I'll just make fun of you, and I won't let you live it down. That's it. And as I said, if you've left the orbit, it doesn't mean I hate you at all. As I said, I know everyone in this fucking group hates JSOC. They hate. Well, I don't even know the list of people that have left, like Pisco and Lily and.
Man, I'm gonna say again that Lily unfollowing and disavowing. That's probably got to be the like a gut punch to so much of DGG, dude. That's a falcon punch, dude. That's a strong ass wound up straight into the solar plexus gut shot, dude. That's just 360 no scope, dude. That's just rough. Jesus Christ.
Box and obviously Pixie and all these other, like, just because all these people left, it doesn't mean I have a problem with them. I think I'm only gonna have a problem with these people if they're like, you know what, now it's been a month and things have blown over, I can come back now. I think that's when I have a problem with these people. So, and again, I don't speak for Steve. Steve might be like, you know what, I don't fault these people. It was a
Wait, Destiny is in chat. What did he just say?
So, and again, I don't speak for Steve. Steve might be like, I think that's when I have a problem with these people. So, and again, I don't speak for Steve. Steve might be like, you know what, I don't fault these people. It was a very hard time. And,
no, he does fault them.
You know, and he might let them back, but I won't.
Destiny right wing grift coming soon to him. It's the only move left. No, if he does that, then he'll lose like too much of his audience. It'll be like too obvious. But what I assume is probably going to happen is he's just going to like stream through the pain and again, like at the very beginning of like January 20th and 21st, there was, you know, overwhelmingly negative responses from DGG. They were like, what the dude, like this is up. I don't know what I'm like. This massively ruins his credibility with me. But the wagons are circling right now, so we can kind of see that there are going to be some people that are hardcore simping for him for like the foreseeable future. And if that's the case, then he's probably going to retain probably a similar size of live, you know, concurrent viewers. But like in terms of like outreach or doing anything like that, he's probably absolutely giga. So like the content going forward is going to be, we're just gonna have to see what happens, because the VYVANSE streams were, you know, like all the like autistic reading through documents and getting ready for like big debates with like, you know, real movers in the political space and shit like that. That shit's over for the foreseeable future. So I don't know legitimately what happens going forward, but Dan put his firm voice on for this finger wag. I mean, I what the f- do you want from him? Okay. I'm not sweeping for Dan. All right. Cause I don't think that he needs to be swept for. Like, I can understand, like, it's probably like the roughest position to be in, like your closest friend just had like these kinds of allegations. And now you have to like make a statement on it. Like, I don't know what I would do. Okay. And I'm not going to pretend that I know what I would do. All right. Have an amazing ability to mental gymnastic their way out of any contradictory behavior that Destiny has displayed over the years. Well, I have been in DGG and I've, you know, engaged with that community. A lot of people in my audience are, you know, pro DGG over like other internet communities and shit. Like I've seen some stuff that I think is a little bit cringe, but like not like the kind of pretzels being twisted in like after the statements that he's made. Like this shit is it's hard to defend, man. It looks, hey, what do you want me to say? It looks bad, dude. What do you want me to say? Yeah,
that's all. So like I mean it's just on my shit. That's it. So for those that have like stuck by, fuck me, I can't, like Wes, by the way, and Darius, I guess W Wes and W Darius. I mean, not like I guess I don't know. For Darius, it almost like he doesn't have anything to lose, I guess. So it doesn't really mean that much. And you know, actually, for Wes, I'd say he's unhinged. Okay, but it's not like he says like up shit to be mean. He just says funny stuff. I don't think that like Wes is like a bad person in the slightest. So he's wild, but it's not like he's out there. Like even though he'll say like deranged shit, he's not a bad person. So he does lose something by saying that he he does lose something by saying like, I'm not like disassociating with Destiny or something along those lines. So, but whoever sticks around, I think that's a mark of character, because it isn't easy to do. Look, I can say it's a lot easier for me to do than for some other people, right? Like I can get it to a certain extent. If you're a streamer, it can be.
Yeah, Darius being your strongest soldier is not like the position. Listen, I don't think that there's a worse position to be in as a like trying to be a serious, voice in the world. There is not a worse position to be in than your strongest soldier being Darius IRL. Okay, that's like the worst possible position you could ever be put in, dude. That's pretty rough. IMO. It's pretty rough.
It can be a rough spot to be in right now. So if you're like a full-time streamer, and it's like, okay, I can't, I have to disavow Destiny because all these people are messaging me on Twitter. That's on you, I guess, if you choose to do that or not do that. I think that you can just literally say, he f***ed up, and I don't condone anything, and I don't think I haven't seen any.
I wouldn't, yeah, Darius probably has his own sex collection too. I would not trust like literally anything. I would not put any faith in that guy. All right. I don't even have like that negative of an opinion of him. Right. But he's crazy. I've never seen a normal clip of Darius. Okay. There's never been a humanizing moment for Darius. It's like, I legit wonder what mental illness he has. Cause there's gotta be something. Okay.
Anything that's like, that makes me feel that any differently on that. I don't know, like, I don't know how to say this exactly, but like, you can say that and also say, and I'm, I still consider him a friend and blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't know. Even though you're a content creator, you can still have some fucking morals, I guess.
I wouldn't trust Darius to take care of Darius. Yeah, he probably does need a handler. Hey guys, there's 50 people watching on the YouTube, but only 17 likes. Bump up the like, hit the like button. It doesn't hurt you at all. Like the stream. What is that?
Destiny,
hey.
I'm over here stroking I got lotion on my RN, I'm just stroking my shit, I'm horny as man, I'm a freak man, like for real.
Damn, Destiny. This now is not the time. Thank you for the 420.
Yes. Your morals might take you to say you can't interact with that person again. That's fine. But I think it's going to be a bad luck for any of these people that have said that their morals, this is too far, they can't interact with a person like this before. If we find out that you're interacting, or you have interacted with someone that's done something worse. If that's the case, you're going to look really stupid and like a hypocrite. That's all, right? Like if you're currently hanging out with like a streamer that does like denial all day, every day, or that has killed someone on a DUI or something along those lines, like it's gonna be, once we find that out, I think that's like gonna be kind of a rough one to be like why you threw someone under the bus just for clout a little bit. And when I say threw them under the bus, it's like you get a little bit of clout by right now. It's you get a little boost by saying you're never gonna talk with Steve again and go.
Yeah, Dinklepuss, I agree with that. Like, as funny as this is, it's not even 1/10 as bad as his political cover for the state of Israel. Like, you can disagree, you can agree, whatever the about like the political takes that he has. I'm sorry, at where we're at right now, this has like direct victims of his own actions. Okay. And this is like more directly tied to who he is as a person, Do you not have the TTS voices anymore? I believe that the people who did the TTS voices went out of business, so they don't offer the service anymore. So it is way worse. I just don't want to like get into like a political topic right now, to be honest. Okay.
Go do your whole thing, and well, congratulations, right? Good for you. So with all things come and go. That's fine. So that's it. What do you want me to say? It's bad.
What do you want me to say?
Yeah, it's bad, and yeah, I'm not sure what else to add to the these circumstances of trying times right here, except that I will say, like, for sure, I know that first off, Steve isn't this person anymore and hasn't been for a while. Like, he was a degenerate for a long time. Just pure hedonist. You know what it is? It's like he was like Icarus. That thought he could just have it all. He could wake up when he wants, stream when he wants, stop streaming when he wants, who he wants, tell that he's done, that he's gonna go for someone else. Guess what, dipshit? That's what costs us. You don't get to have that lifestyle. You're not like the king of Mongolia. No one gets to have that life. Okay? Not unless you have way more money. And even then, if you have that money, you can't do whatever you want. It's just it isn't. Nobody gets that. Okay.
You don't get to do whatever you want and then like hurt other people and then build your reputation on being the guy that doesn't do that or knows better than everyone else on that topic, and then, like get away with it like scot-free. Like it just, in my opinion, it doesn't work like that.
Okay? Nobody gets that. Sorry, got to bring you down, little gut, back down to reality. You don't get to live that lifestyle. You may have to, God help you, one woman at a time, okay? And when I say that, it might have to be for periods of months also. You may not be able to be every day a different woman. I know this is a rough thing, but I think Steve's already at this point as well. So I'm not sure that this is like an issue. I think like something was just wrong with him. That's it. I think he is like...
If Dan was a real friend, again, if Dan was a real friend, he would have committed this guy to the psych ward to be clockwork oranged to where, like, because I said he should be Agent Oranged earlier, clockwork oranged. He should be clockwork oranged every single time there's like the slightest increase of pressure. All right, like even like 1/10 of a boner, he starts vomiting. Okay, literally every single time there's a sexual thought, he should vomit. Okay, like that. There needs to be a change. Okay, there needs to be a change.
He has like some imbalance in his mind when it comes to. That's it.
Like an addiction, right?
Like, he's a weird guy sometimes. That's all I'm gonna say. I remember one time I was on the studio of Anything Else when we were setting it up, and he had like Pornhub on his iPad and it was playing through the speakers. I was like,
ain't no way, man. There ain't no way, man. There ain't no way, man. That can't be real. He's just passive. He was just. One second. I like to watch it for the plot. And there ain't no way, man. There ain't no way, man. No way. In the studio of the speakers.
One time I was on the studio of Anything Else when we were setting it up, and he had like Pornhub on his iPad and it was playing through the speakers. I was like, what? Why do you have this Pornhub video immediately?
And now Destiny's in the chat right here. Time to tweet edgy shit just to spite Dan. I can't. There ain't no way, dude. There ain't no way. What the is wrong with this guy? What the? This isn't. Wait, hold on. You said that he's a changed guy in the past 2 years. How long has the Anything Else studio been there? How long has that studio been there? What the is this? This can't be real, dude. This shit can't be real. Oh, damn it. Oh, I ran out of Coke Zero, dude. Dude, there ain't no way. There ain't no way.
Here. Like, why is this here? This was almost playing on Anything Else. What are you doing? He was like, oh, my bad. I don't know how that. And he was like, oh, that's weird. I don't know how that got here.
It's just playing on his speakers.
This guy must be jerking off 24/7, or he was. Okay, it hasn't been the case for like a long time.
How long is someone please, are there any DGGers in chat that know like the proximal time range of when they got that studio? Because it must have been 2023, right? 2024? Maybe it was 2024. This guy ain't changed, dude.
I don't know how that. And he was like, "Oh, that's weird. I don't know how that got here." This guy must be jerking off 24/7, or he was. Okay.
So having a fascist as president is good. Wait, who the is saying that? Rebel Mango. Dan, what does it look like? I'm making sure the guest chairs are freshly cummed on for the guest. Idiot. They gotta have a frictionless surface to glide on and off of, right? In case they want to get another drink, right? Dan obfuscating revenge porn with he just wastes too much. No. Hold on. I will say he has offered a in terms of a close personal friend of someone who's done something bad. I would say he's issued a pretty strong condemnation, and I think that Dan is actually he said that there's a carrot and a stick that he's holding over Destiny's head in the background, and Destiny better do something, and we don't know what that is, but remains to be seen. I could have my opinion on Dan changed, okay? But I think that this statement is as good as you can expect for someone that's a very close personal confidant of someone who's going through something like that, right? I think that this isn't an okay statement. He spent an hour. Sorry, I'm talking to Dinklepuss. Or Orbiters in shambles. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. Ain't it good that my streaming career fell off after getting banned so many times, so that my career isn't tied to this shit. Oh shit! I'm so glad that I haven't tied myself to this shit that strongly. This is why you always keep everyone at arm's length, okay? Get close to nobody, all right? Trust no one, not even yourself, okay? Jesus.
It hasn't been the case for like a long time. I hope that clears up a lot of shit.
Would you defend me if the fact that I'm a secret Nazi came out? Everybody knows that my editor is a Nazi. Why would I have to defend it? They know, okay?
I don't know what else I have to say, I guess, on this matter.
We'll see if he has anything more to say. And hey, guys, really quick, while we are going through this, okay, while we are finishing up with the Dan segment of things, one sec. But yeah, like if there's anything else regarding this that we should go over, that you guys think would be fun, that will not get, we can't watch the Connor Lav Kuiman brawl because they say slurs in that, and I'm not risking my Twitch channel for the 40th time getting banned. I'm not having that happen again. So if there's anything that won't get me banned where someone's not dropping slurs, hook us up, okay?
I'm thinking. That's after he.
It's not exactly shocking. I think that there was enough of a defense for the passive drama viewer like me to like not pay attention to how bad it is. I mean, I've said that he's a sex addict for a long time and that he like needs to seek some sort of therapy. It's a little bit too late at this point for something like that, but sexual degeneracy. Yeah, but like degeneracy in and of itself isn't a crime in my eyes, right? Just being a gross coomer, as long as I don't have to see or hear about it, I don't really care if you're a furry or a feet guy or something like that, right? As long as you're not a pedophile or something. But like the breaking of trust and the like complete destruction of like all of his moral high ground over all of the arguments that he built his platform on to get, Yeah. My schizo theory. The 19-year-old Discord gal was a Russian op and Destiny has to full on MAGA Chad through it. You know what? We'll see.
He started VYVANSE. Well, I mean, he was a ADHD, so
prison will work.
What do you want me to say? Yeah, he should have been medicated before.
Some sort of barbiturate. Yeah, medication. Is he saying anything else interesting in here?
Interesting world. Hold on, someone sent me a link here. Copy. God damn it. Control Z. Not Control Z. Control C. And then where the f is this shit? Here. Boy, am I worried about doing the wrong thing here. Streaming on a single stream computer. Me getting ready for my return stream, and it is the Dr. Disrespect
like
outfit. Oh, great. Thanks, Steve.
Like this, like, I'm sorry. It's so stupid. It's not good. It's not like, dude, like, Jesus Christ. Like, this isn't the one to Giga Chat through. This isn't the one to meme through. Okay? It's just not. It's just not it's not the one. This ain't it, Chief. This one ain't the one. Of all the ones that, like, there were funny memes, even if they were super edgy and they were like totally above board, but they were still like funny. This is still funny. This is not the move. Jesus Christ. What the is wrong with you? Okay.
When did this? Must have been a long time ago. Oh, this was literally 2 minutes ago. Boy, that doesn't like me over or anything along those lines. I appreciate that. Thank you, Stephen, for while I'm out here saying that you've changed and all this other stuff. This is really fantastic stuff in general. To have like really, just driving the point home that you're a changed man and that this isn't who you are. The whole thing. It's good shit. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love not being logged into Twitter. We're using Safari here because otherwise you're gonna see like all my direct communications with everyone else. Yeah.
It's not as funny as because like Vash's Goblin Gate, the short stack goblin, every aspect of that shit was funny. Okay, this shit ain't funny. This is like there's like people who were harmed off of this. Like, I wish it was the Goblin Gate stuff. It would still be bad, right? It would still be bad, but it would be like way funnier. It would be way funnier. This ain't funny. Like I've met Cherry IRL. She's a nice person to be around. She was like very, very nice, very chill, very funny in real life, right? These are people that I've met in real life, and they're like actually being psychologically damaged by the fact that this shit is being just like used for goon material for people that, number one, in Cherry's case, allegedly she didn't even know existed, and in Pixie's case, she didn't know what that shit. She was suicidal over it. It's not funny. Goblin Short Stack tried to explain away your child porn by saying they look like a goblin short stack. That shit's funny. That shit's hilarious. This shit's not funny. This is bad, dude. You know, it's wrong and gross, but like goblin short stack, that'll never go away, and it will always be funny.
What, Dan? You can't make a joke, you woke. Yes, Dan, famous wokey. Please call me by my pronouns correctly when you speak to me. Thank you. I was woke, but President Trump banned that, so now I can't do that anymore. Unfortunately, sorry.
I can't chill every 5 minutes. I guess.
By JStock? No, I think.
Subscribe to the YouTube.
As I said, I don't have a problem with JStock, but I think that we live in different worlds now. I think to a certain extent. Unfortunately, mom and dad broke up, and as a result of that, I respect the path he's taken, but now that's just the behind-the-scenes relationship, I suppose. I'm gonna have to find a.
If Cherry's claims are true, would it change for you?
A new after-hours streamer. It really fucked my whole life up. I had this whole thing going, working on electronics in the background, the whole thing. Everything gets fucked up by this. And you know why? You guys all know why. But